Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. The fuck's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by, someone save me. Before I pass out, I'm too lonely to be done. I'ma drink at this place. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy to you, don't it? Why am I the only one who's left in the rain? If I had an option to be someone else, I would, and let go of you. I know that I'm obvious, fuck it, I'm made this way. But why didn't I stay when I had the chance? Maybe it will pass by, someone save me. Before I pass out, I'm too lonely to be done. I'ma drink at this pace. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy to you, don't it? Why am I the only one who's left in the rain? The only one that's left in the rain. The only one that's left in the rain. Am I the only one? 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 Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not
Glad to
the
be back
truth.
after the exams. Luckily I passed them all. Wishing for all trophies today. Keep up the great work. Love it.
With nobody to hold on to. Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy to you, don't it? Why am I the only one who's left in the rain?
Holy moly, it's 10 whole months of OKS chatter with Matto. Here's to another 10 months at the very least.
Doesn't matter where we go and destination unknown. I don't care where the motor stops, cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want it, oh I want it, let's go. Look around, where's the people at? I want a taste of the good life. Hit me with it right now, I'm in it. Cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want it, oh I want it, let's go. And I won't look back, yeah. I don't care about the bad shit back home. It's Cincinnati, baby, I just wanna let it go. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh, yeah. Maybe I don't have to know your real name. I'm just addicted to the way you take the pain away. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Yeah. Cincinnati, baby, Cincinnati, baby. Said, yeah, Cincinnati, baby, Cincinnati, baby. It's 2 a.m. when we close the bar, but we're in the get-go. Next place, give me someone I could dance with you beneath the stars. Cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want you. Everything stops when you move like that, and I wanna get in close to you. It's what I'm gonna do, cause right now I'm in it. I feel kinda dizzy when I'm staring at you. And I won't look back, yeah. I don't care about the bad shit back home. It's Cincinnati, baby, I just wanna let it go. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Yeah. Maybe I don't have to know stops when you move like that, yeah. Everything stops when you move like that. And I wanna get in close to you. It's what I'm gonna do, 'cause right now I'm in it. Yeah, I'm fucking in it. I don't care about the bad shit back home. It's Cincinnati, baby, I just wanna let it go. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh, yeah. Maybe I don't have to know your real name. I'm just addicted to the way you take the pain away. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh, yeah. Cincinnati, baby, Cincinnati, baby. I said, Cincinnati, baby, Cincinnati, baby.
What a day to celebrate 23 months. Just caught up with the pod in time. Good luck.
Take everything we got, give it an honest shot, turning it on and off, we've been sliding, riding the highest dream, keeping the fire real. I call for you. Hold your gun, cut the wire, aim for fun with a light to fire. I've been flying up the ceiling, taken by this feeling. Maybe we're invincible at last. Fueling every engine, power is descending.
Hello, chatto. It's Thursday, and coming up today on Building a Nation with MTK, will the nation be one step closer to actually being built? Today we find out with 3 European finals. Ferencváros take on the mighty Spurs. Lazio will have to put up with Haladas slapping them about a bit, and we take on Real Madrid. Can we take home all 3, or will we all lose 3-2? All that and more coming up today on Building a Nation with MTK, and we're dancing. Nailed it. I feel like Jesus. Oh. Just perfect. Did you write it all up? No, the only reason I knew that off by heart was because I was making that graphic for Twitter earlier. Oh, Dazza with the 28 months and almost with the 21.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 finals today. A final for every 9.3 months. Or a final for each baby.
Months.
Good luck to all of Hungary today. Let's not do an Italy from this season, yeah?
Yeah. I'll try not to. Yeah.
8 tenths would sub again.
Thank you. 8 tenths. 8 tenths. 8 tenths, chat. Do you know what you need from me? 8 tenths. Let's just turn that silly music down. Oh, goodness me. The shirt helped. I said today that we had to go MTK today. I was going to wear a few more of the things, but it's just really hot today. It's already 28 degrees in this room. It's like it chose today to be bad. Oh, so right, this is what I was going to ask you, Gaff. So I take it you actually had this happen to you as well at one point. I can't believe this has actually happened. That we were over the moon when it came about last time. It was insanity. A microcrystal
6 months
graphical.
of the world's okayest streamer. What a stream to have a resub. Although the good intro may be a bad omen.
It could be a bad omen, but lately it's been the opposite of that. So thank you very much for the 6 months. An account user with the tier 2. What's with all the 3s and 2s lately, chatto? Thank you, though, very, very much for the tier 2 sub. That's ridiculously kind of you, friendo. Oh, 3 finals. Oh yes, it's the sleeves are really, they are a bit actually, aren't they? Now that I think about it. But look, it's got the badges and everything. It's what a great shirt. Chosen to Spurs. I think that's very strange. Yeah, he's worse than D-Up for me anyway. And Mike with the 3 gifted subs as well. That is just very lovely of you. Oh, I can't even press the presents button. I'll do it in a minute. Well, today we can actually take our time, chat. Today's stream is literally, we have 3 finals. That's it. We just have to get through 3 finals. Now, obviously, time is here. It is 11:04 a.m. Just to back up. But it seems like a weird choice. I mean, I know he's got 1 year left on his contract, but it seems that he has ambitions beyond the quality of player that he currently is. And that is interesting. Which is fine. But, yeah, odd for him. I don't know. Be a starter at a Premier League side or not do that. But, hey, that's up to him, right? Who's in the finals? I will update you all in that in a second. Oh, God. What could possibly befall us today? I don't think anything could bring my mood down, honestly. The fact that we've even reached this point is the main thing. Let's just get off of this for a second. We're obviously not going to jump straight into the first final immediately because we want to give people a chance to get in. Oh. Order of play. So the order of play, as in real life, is Europa League, Conference League, Champions League. Not entirely sure why they do it in that order, but we have Haladas versus Lazio up first, which is what we're on the match day of today. Then on the 23rd, which is the Saturday, I think, we have... No, wait. No, then there's a random Wednesday one, which is the 23rd, I think. Or the 20... Yeah, it's 23rd, which is that, which will be the Ferencváros Spurs game. Come on, if Spurs are ever going to spur something up, we need it to be this. And then finally, of course, it's us versus Real Madrid. We do have a fully fit selection available. The question we'll come to later in the stream is whether Bobby gets to start in the final or not, or whether we give the role to Milovanovic, given that he pretty much fired us to the final with his performance against Real Madrid and Bobby's match fitness issues as a result of only just returning from injury. What you gonna play? Exactly. He doesn't understand account user. Mr. Account User, I don't think you understand the magnitude of what we've achieved here. So that's that. I mean, there's really not a lot to catch you up on because we literally finished last stream on the 16th, really. So here we are. Do you know what? If the others did it and we didn't, I'd actually be totally fine with that. Bear in mind, our record in finals in this save so far, if you count the whole of Hungary, is 9 finals, 2 wins. both of which were us. So we've won 2 Champions Leagues, we've lost 2 Champions Leagues, and we've had 5 different defeats in the Conference League final. Today, we could go... It could actually be brilliant for us today. We could potentially bring it back to 5 from 12, or it could get even worse, and it could be 2 out of 12. And surely at some point the statistics are going to be bad. So the coefficients, I mean, this is where it just gets ridiculous. Look at the state of this. This is the yearly coefficient. 24.5. We have 24.5 points in a single season. We're actually top of the coefficient charts on the year. Not only that, I was looking earlier, and just this single year of coefficients that we currently have would put us 21st. If we just had 1 year in the rest were all zeros, we'd still be 21st, which is just insane. Top of the coefficient. You'll never see that. Well, I mean, England might, but more than England, we have more coefficient points than England. And as far as I can work out, we will remain ahead of England this season. They can't catch us because they've only got Spurs in the final. So the only teams, so we've got Spain, Italy, and England are the only teams that can actually do anything now. And obviously us. Saz, very much as well.
I don't know what to say, but here you go.
I'll take it. Thank you very much, Saz, for the 18 months. How the devil are you, friend? I don't know exactly how much we'd get for winning all 3. Honestly, I can't work it out. Because I don't know if you get appearance money for the round and bonus for winning it as well, and I don't know how that's going to break down. But let's just assume that you don't, and you'll only get money for winning it. Sorry, you'll only get a bonus for winning it and winning the match. So with that in mind, I think the maximum, if we just exclude that, 9 points for winning all 3. Really? Surely we couldn't get 9 points. Because we'll get 0.8. So you get 0.4 for a win of the match. And I know you get the equivalent of another win for winning it as well. But I don't know if there's an appearance money that we've got as well. On top of that, 9 points divided by... Oh, maybe. Oh, I see. Right, yes. So if we win all 3... Oh, Christ. 9 divided by 5, chatter. That's a tough one. Anyone know 9 divided by 5? It's going to be 26 points something, or maybe 27. 2.8. 1.8. No, it can't be 1.8. It's got to be more than 1.8 because even if... Bear in mind, I don't think that's how it can work. Because bear in mind, if you win it, if we win the game, you get 0.4. And then if you win the match, if you win the trophy, you get the equivalent of an extra win as a bonus as well. So that would be 0.8 for every single one. That would be 2.4 by itself for me. Well, that's how I thought it worked. Anyway, Paul and Ray with a 35 months.
Brilliant content. Hope it's a successful stream from the world's oakish streamer. Also, in a parallel universe, Fulham's first game of the season could have been Hull away. # Norwich start.
Oh, what a day it would have been up at the whatever the Hull City Stadium is called these days. Only got one team for... I actually don't know how it works. We've tried to figure it out so many times. Point being, regardless what happens, we'll probably end up with... If we manage to win all 3, we'll end up with over 26 points, which would actually be rivaling one of the best seasons ever. What chance of Spain got us stopping us from going second? So, basically, none. Well, no, that's not true. They can stop us from going second, but it would take a lot. It would take... Firstly, Real Madrid have to beat us, because Real Madrid are the only team they've got. And even if they do, if one of the other Hungarian sides win one of their finals, then we'll get second. So this is another thing that's on the cards today. Regardless of whatever else happens, we're in a great spot to actually go from 7th to 2nd in one season. And I've never had my nation go second in one of these before. We got to 4th with Norway, 3rd with Ireland, and we could potentially go to 2nd with Hungary this season. No, you can't account user. I actually thought about checking that myself, but the only way I would be able to do that would be to look back through the old recap videos and look at when I show this screen. I suspect, though, it's probably going to be one of these. Or there's one in the past, potentially. I think if we were to somehow get it to 27, it would be the best season ever. Potentially. But that's the benefit of having 5 teams in Europe, because you get so much more. Oh, can we go first? Well, we can't go first this season, obviously, given that we are... I mean, look at the gap. It's at nearly 30 points. First and 4th is the same. No, it's not about that, but it's about the prestige of us getting to 2nd. It's like we've never been 2nd in any of these saves before. The goal is to get to number 1. Ergo, the closer we are to that, the more success we're having, right? I told you the slingshot. I wasn't expecting the slingshot to go quite as slingshotty as it has, admittedly. Going from 7th to 2nd in one season was mad. That's what we're trying to do, Tim. That's literally the point of the save, is to try to get first. And you got 31. That's mental. I know that when Gaffer was trying to beat England, and actually did, he was having to get seasons like this on the regular with like 8-9 teams in Europe. Other finals are Haladash versus Lazio and Spurs versus Ferencváros. What we can do is, once we have the first final in, I realised that you can actually pin messages in chat I didn't realize you could do this, but you can pin messages so they'll stay at the top. So what I'll do is have like myself or Wassa write a message and we can pin it in the chat so it shows the results for people when they come into the stream. That way we don't have to do what we've done in the past. Oh. Right. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's possible. I don't know. I feel like the best chance is probably this season, honestly. Full Hungarian final will be outrageous. It's going to be... We've had 4 teams in the group stage before, though. Let's not forget. Like, it has been a thing we've achieved in the past. We've been up as high as 5th, which actually gave us that. It's just that now we've slingshotted our way right into that. Let me just give a little check on something before we jump into anything major here. And... oh, pardon me. That's solid starts to that as well. Cool. Right, okay. I don't really know what else I can say, honestly, at this point. We've got to just get on because we know what's about to happen. Actually, I'll tell you what you guys probably want. That will be a prediction, right? Let me get you a prediction. Manage... No, where is it? Start prediction. Right, okay, so... First things first. Let me start a brand new one. Right. Who wins the UEL? Okay, we've got Lazio and Halash. Thank you very much for the sub, whoever that was. I will get back to that in a second. I'll give you 2 minutes on that one as well. Who was the UEL? Lazio, Halash. Boom. There you go. Predict away, my friends. And it was... oh, my days. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Ice Cold. Thank you very much for the 4 gifted subs. That's very, very nice of you. I'll get some presents raining down for that. My lord. If Ferenc won, how many Champions League teams? I don't know exactly, because bear in mind, Ferenc are in the Europa Conference League, so they'd be in the Europa League next year. It's all a bit miffy. I don't know exactly how it would break down. Like, genuinely, I just don't know how it would break down. Because with us being number 1 on the coefficients for this year, almost certainly, in fact, I don't think we can be caught on that. I think we are going to be number 1 no matter what happens. We've then got the problem of if they win, they'll be bumped up the things. I just don't know. I really just do not know. So obviously if they win, they'd be up the next ones. It's just, yeah. Yes, the key thing about Halash and Lazio is that Halash beat them 3-0 in the league phase this season. So they already have a history of beating them. The irony, of course, being that Halash also knocked out a team that beat them in the final last year. So, you know, it's hard to say. We'll figure it out by winning them all, and then we'll know for sure. No, both of them are in Europe already this season, as far as I'm aware. 2 seconds, the players training for your club ineligible. Hang on. The players training for your club and being ineligible for the team you've loaned them to. I don't know how that could possibly work. I don't know how they could be ineligible for the team. Yeah, it would be hilarious. That's exactly it. I reckon that's actually what's going to happen. I reckon we win, Halash win, and Ferenc lose. I reckon we're going to go 0-6 in the Conference League. But what's more likely to happen, let's be honest, is a nice big 3-2 defeat in both of them. Oh. Yeah, the new coefficients, obviously, because there's a lot more variables that they've had to add to it now, so it is a little bit all up in the air at this point. 29.95. Nicely done, Basil. I've got to try and do a 5k PB tomorrow, so that's going to be funny. And what if we lose all 3? That would be extremely hilarious and totally in keeping with the rest of this save. And honestly, I wouldn't be mad, but I would be a little bit mad. I wouldn't be that mad just because we actually got here in the first place. We're definitely losing the other 2 3-2. The 3-2 thing is actually mad because the games always seem to follow the same exact pattern, which is a little bit mental. Like, they concede an early goal, give away a penalty or something, go 2-0 down, either come back to 2-0, which happened last time, or they go back to 2-1, then it goes 3-2, 3-1, 3-2. It's the same exact thing. So, that is all in. Let me just have a little look at what you guys actually... Can I even see it? Oh, that's really close. 123,000 on Haladash, 102k on Lazio. That is tight. You'll have to see it. Disky Rick, thank you very much for the 5 months, my friend. Let's get cracking. First one up on the chopping block is Haladash versus Lazio. It's on the day. Right. Okay. Because this is literally, if we finish the finals a little bit early today, then I'll finish the stream a little early today. We'll have so much entertainment it won't even matter. Oh, I'm excited. Predictions, chat, on any kind of weird nonsense that's going to happen in the game. Big T. Chat, we are honoured. Harv's got us up on the big TV. You'd love to see it. Oh, right. Okay, on the day. Red card. It's thinking, it does feel a bit like that. Well, Jim as well with the 11 months. Thank you very much, Jim. Super duper nice of you. And holy God on a bike. Well, that set us off. Gaffer, thank you very much for the 10 gift. What on earth, man. Think of those subs as gifted subs to Haladash to guide them in their thing. I've lost words. Words don't work for me. By the way, you know, in before stream, those of you who were here during the intro, I was talking about how we didn't want to unwrap Cole. I'm going to admit this to you now. I had to look up how Cole was spelt because I actually forgot, and I could not remember how you spell Cole. And I typed in Cole, like C-O-L-E, into Google, and then Ashley Cole came up, and I went, hang on a minute, Coal Mining, and I typed in C-O-L-E mining. So it would correct me. I forgot how coal was spelled. It's been a weird day, my friend. It's been a weird day. Gaffer, though, seriously, thank you very much, though. That's insanely nice of you. Let's get into the first game. Holy shit, Ashley Cole. Oh, right. It's exactly. It's obviously spelled coal. Don't know what you mean. Right. Who's the red shorts? And why is there only a few of them? Are they physios? I assume that's like trainers and coaches and stuff. They gives you Ashley Cole on Christmas, indeed, yeah. Oh, okay. Music plays. What do you reckon, Chatto? Score predictions in chat. I reckon 2-1 Haladash. I'm being positive. Michael Chacone's team is going to come up with this. We've got Zivkovic through the middle. Quinones, Jalilu in behind, interestingly. So they're going with a one-striker system this time. Edvaldo out on the right. Toldi in there too, our former player. Eduardo Bove in there and all. Borger at right back, weirdly. That's concerning. And Nizic at left back, with Leitas in the middle and Famine in there too. Scary times, chat. And this is the big concern for me, that both Ramiro Gonzalez and Omar Ben Salah are on the bench. Their two best fullbacks are starting on the bench today. That's a bit of a concern. I don't know why they've done that. Also, there's a guy called Craig Johnston here playing for Lazio, who is Scottish English. Wow, he's really good. He's 37 caps for England. Michael Oliver, of course, is the referee, because when is he not the referee? Why have they put their best two wing-backs on the bench? Oh, yeah, former Roma player against Lazio as well. He'll definitely be up for this. Where is this final being played? It is San Sebastian. That's presumably Real Sociedad, right? I'm guessing. So, we're on comprehensive highlights for the two other games. They've got Naf. Oh, is Naf playing for them? Nice. Okay, so in Spain, I'm curious about why they've dropped Salah and Ramiro Gonzalez. That's a little bit of a concern. I also like the fact that they've got Jalilu in behind the striker, because he was the key man for them in the last final that they played. Obviously didn't win, of course, but he was definitely one of the men that was provoking something to be good. And Zivkovic, of course, is an absolute monster. Former youth player from us, of course, Toldi as well in the mix. I don't know. I just don't want to see any horrible... Oh. Okay, so that's not what we want to do. Also, big credit to whoever the hell that was chasing back, because he has mad speed to get back that quickly and actually cover over. Toldi caught out from behind again, and I think this is going to be counter-attacking from Lazio today. Looks like they want to play on the break, as Halash are going to want a lot of possession at the moment. We need a big... Oh my god, what a save from Boateng. This is not looking good. This is starting off just like every other final. It's... Yeah. It might be that it's like a new stadium or something. But I don't think it would have that name if it was. Regardless, this is looking an awfully lot like a lot of the other finals we've watched in Major. I don't know what it is. Bear in mind, they absolutely clapped Lazio in the group stage 3-0. Albeit in Hungary, but they weren't even close in that game. But now Lazio have started this game ridiculously pacily. Also, bear in mind, the guy that they've got at right back, Nizic, that is not a penalty, swear to God. Yeah, Nizic is a centre-back, so I don't know why they're playing him at left-back when they literally have a ridiculously good wing-back on the bench. Unless they obviously identified that they want, like, height in their full-back positions or something. And that's why they've chosen a slightly different lineup. Eldon, thank you very much for the follow. As Johnson's into the box and he's offside. It's okay. They just need to get through the first sort of... They haven't conceded the super early goal, which is something, right? That's the one thing I was worried about was... Okay, what is this? Why has that happened twice now? Maybe it's because comprehensive highlights, actually. And the game is just like not doing a very good job. Mr. Rick, thank you for the follow. Right, here we go. Quinones, this is a nice build-up. And again, with the lost possession, but then they've lost it. Nobody wants the ball. Yeah, it's definitely a more defensive option, but I don't know how good he is at left back. I don't know why I said left back like that. Let's get right down there. It's not been a strong start from them, but they've managed to survive the first 10 minutes of the game, and that sometimes is the biggest battle in one of these finals. Nice. Still has the ball. Okay. Right. They're riding challenges now. Lazio looking very confident. Nice. That's better. Oh, come on. Good save again from Boateng, but what on earth is going on in this game? Gavin Brash now with the 5 months.
Up the European finals.
Thank you, friend.
Matto.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing in the opening stages of this one. Every time Haladash get the ball, they just give it back to them. Straight away. Left back. Left back. It's... like, keeping them to long shots is certainly something, but that's a very, very aggressive start from Lazio, and they're just absorbing pressure right now. But remember, the last game of the league was like a week ago, so they can't really have any excuses for me. Right, let's just have a little look at this lineup. So they've got Yari Borger at right back, who is actually a right back, but, I mean, the fact that they've got him instead of this guy is a little bit disturbing. Either way, I feel like you've got to put your best foot forward for the final, right? It's actually mad that they're not starting this guy. And on the left-hand side, obviously, they've got Nizic, who is... he's just not a left-back, is he? He's a centre-back. He's also not even left-footed. He's a right-footed player they're playing at left-back when they have a left-back on the bench. Loves big matches, yeah. And Gonzalez, of course, is the other guy that they should be playing in this role right now. They seem to have gone really defensive, yeah. Which is odd because, I don't know, I'm just hoping that they change it in the second half, because having a right-footed centre-back playing left-back here when they've got a perfectly good left-back on the bench is actual sabotage. They just don't want to win, yeah. Like, those guys are so good bombing down the wings, creating crosses for the likes of Jalilu and all that. I think it doesn't bode well, but you never know. That's a good pass, though. Borger getting down the right. Watch him now put a delicious cross in for the goal. Shakoda's absolutely bottled it here a little bit, yes. Nice again. That's better. We've got to rely on the likes of Edvaldo. They're going to be so key in this game. Borger, here we go. Edvaldo's in on goal. Oh! It's 1-0 to Haladash. Haris Zivkovic with the finish gives them the lead in the Europa League final. And this is the first time ever that a Hungarian side other than us has led in a European final. This was glorious. Look at this pass. From Borger, actually. Or was it Borger? No, it was this pass from Bova. Round the side for Edvaldo. Pops it across the box. Zivkovic, poacher extraordinaire, slots Haladash 1-0 up. And you know what? Now, I'm happy for them to be defensive as all they like. That is such a great start. 21 minutes in. Haladash 1, Lazio 0. If anyone can do it, it's Big Zivy. By the way, before stream, I offered him a new contract because his contract is up at the end of next season. And I wanted to make sure that we got on that early. Both him and Omar Ben Salah's contracts are up. So they're both getting new deals to continue playing for these guys. Yeah, I've got to keep slagging them off. It's done the business. I mean, it's back onto the Lazio pressure almost immediately. But you know what? They've got something to defend now. This is the first time we've ever had a Hungarian side lead. I mean, that's a great finish. And as much as Lazio have had way more shots in the first half an hour, they've not had a big chance. No, they're not. This is a comprehensive highlight, so it'll cover most of things, but it will still allow us to actually get all 3 games in today. We're into the box again here with Quinones. He's in a bit of a tight angle here. They're really good with these little tight interchanges on the corner, but Nizic has done really well there, actually. Oh, Quinones. That's fine. Oh, look at this. Istvan Toldi bombing through, and Istvan Toldi drills it over the crossbar. Thank you, Simas. Hopefully people are enjoying that. I realise there's a lot of stuff coming out today. This is the first game of the stream, yes. The first of the 3 finals. This is the Europa League final, because UEFA like to do things in the wrong order. But so far, so good. We need some big defensive headers now, which we don't get because, oh, they've got quite a tall striker, it seems. Boateng as well is going to be key. He is one of the best goalkeepers in the league, and it's going to show today. It's going to have to show. Jalilu now. Yes, come on. We've got Real Madrid in the final, which will be the 3rd game of today's stream. Toldi's found Borger again. He's making a lot of forward runs, I must admit. And so far, I can't complain about either of the two of them. They've done okay. I might actually switch the formation there over so we can see Haladash's system, so we can keep an eye on their player ratings a little bit more. But I mean, they've got it all to hold on to. It's called Badly Dressed. Is he? That's amazing. Oh yeah, Malvest. Hopefully he'll be finishing like that. Johnson's driving into the box here. He's gone out of the box again. Another long ranger. Oh. Hey, Jiminy. A beautiful lady changing it. Oh, there's more to come, Jiminy. This is just the first European finals. Absolutely not wearing a suit today. Are you joking? It's 28 degrees in this room. No, sorry, 29 now. I am not wearing anything but this today. I've got an MTK shirt on. That's what we need. All 3 sides win. Most likely 6, I believe. Because bear in mind, the 2 that are in the finals with us are also both in Europe this season already. So they've already qualified for next season's Europe. Take it. Oh, TOS, innit? Not even above to. I mean, how do you know? For, I'm not wearing trousers. Do you have to do another leg check? Johnson is definitely getting down that wing a lot, and he's actually causing some problems now, and he's got a man to pull it back to. What a save. I think that's offside anyway, but still. It's him for Slout in it. Oh, I have no idea what position I'm going to end up playing then. Finding another was nice. What changed? Like, what did you do that made it any different? I'm curious. Hey, Paul. Yes, this is a potentially... Honestly, in some ways you could argue it's the biggest stream I've had in the last 3 years in terms of what's on the line. We've never had 3... To be fair, with the other ones, I don't think even during Norway or whatnot, we ever had even 2 finals in one. Let alone we've had that 3 times. Ticker with the raid. You come in at a very important time, my friend. Welcome in, everybody. This is the first of 3 European finals. Oh, God, please don't concede. And so far, it's going to plan. They've not played well in this game so far, honestly, but it's fine. Let me get you... Oh, nicely done. Thank you very much for the shout out to Ticker. Yeah, if you haven't already followed Ticker, do be sure to drop him a follow for joining us at this wonderful time. Yeah, just, I mean, statistically, they've not done a lot in this game, but what they did create was one insanely good chance. Europa Conference League is a competition. Bloody love it. I think it's a brilliant idea. I've always loved it. But I think it's just a fantastic idea, frankly. Whoppers with the gifted sub to Ticker. You love to see it. Thank you very much, man. That's very, very nice of you. I'm good, Dino. I'll be even better if they could see this out. He's a bit tired. Yeah, you're right. They're clearly both tired. But honestly, you can see that Borga's on a 6.4. And he's already on a yellow. Omar Ben Salah has to come on in the second half. And he's at least more fresh than Gonzalez. So they're going to have to get him on. That might make them better, in fairness. Halash version. Just write Haladash. That's what we all call them. Effective. It's Shombath. Hang on. Shombathelier Haladash. Gaffer will tell me how to pronounce it properly. Port Hill Shrew. Thank you for the gifted sub to Dino now. Thank you. That's super duper nice of you. First half, Lazio played quite well. Defensively, they look a little bit shaky from that defense. But Jalilu's done great. Zivkovic is good. Edvaldo's good. Borga I didn't think was that bad, but I think that it's the defensive side of things. Craig Johnson is causing him issues. And Swiss League model, really? That's fascinating. Is that so they can just have them all win one big league or something? No teams with the top 5 coefficient would be allowed. I feel like if they did that, no one would care. And to the point where it would lose its sort of appeal. Like, because it means that there's less gate receipts for the money, and it would just sort of... I actually think it's good how it is. It's just... I can understand why people might be... But I don't know, it's just cool. Gives other teams a chance to play in Europe for a little bit. More silverware available. I think it's... Personally, I think it's all good, frankly. Yeah, you could just copy it, actually, I think. I don't know how that would work. Okay, so they've literally got 45 minutes to defend this lead to hopefully win the first European trophy outside of us as Edvaldo's into the box here. Can he get the shot away? Oh, my days. Nice. Edvaldo has been the best player on the pitch for me. He's the one that's running the show for Haladash in this game. Oh, that's dangerous, but how he got a chance here, Quinones. He's got Edvaldo out wide of him again, and he's got support, but he doesn't need it because he's gone all the way back to his centre-back for some reason.
Oh, this isn't where I parked
This is
my
not our team.
car.
This is not the team we're managing. This is a different final. Yelly Puma, thank you very much for the follow. So we're not managing them at all. We're just watching the final. Slip him in there. Yes, now look it through the run. Yes, right now. Pass it. Zivkovic is broken in behind. Can he make it too? Oh, they're looking a bit more aggressive in the second half. They're finding some intricate passes. The momentum seems to have shifted slightly at the start of the second half. Now, it could just be, you know, a blip, but they're looking decent. Flicked away again, but once again, told he's going to get to it. This is better. That was a really good chance. Nice build-up as well. They're definitely finding spaces now all of a sudden. Borga, I cannot wait till we see the substitution for him come along, because there's no way he stays on the pitch for the entire match. I'll be very surprised. And that's a poor pass, though. Super Cup. Yes, that's what we were talking about, the Super Cup options on the last stream, actually. Gabe Pom, thank you very much for the follow. Defensively, they've actually done very well. It gives all sorts of teams a chance to play, and I just think that's kind of cool, honestly. Flicked away again, and it's another shot on target. Second half has been all Haladash so far, but they didn't take advantage of it. This is the first of the 3 finals, yeah. And so far, it's actually going to plan, although that is a dangerous... Oh, no. Oh, what a... Okay, so many things I have to talk about that. That was outrageous. Firstly, the save. Secondly, the chest control into his path. I've never seen that before. That was lovely. From Lazio there. That was gorgeous. Oh. That's true. Lazio clearly were playing on the break earlier. Now they can't really afford to do that, and it's actually going to provide a bit of space for Haladash if they can just stay strong defensively. I love that. Zivkovic back defending, and Nizic will keep this ball in play. Can he just yeet this forward, please? Yes, that's nice. It's not really the best pass, but it's got the ball forward, which is the main thing. If you're looking for tactics, it's under tactic. I forgot to change the command because there's loads of them now, isn't there? Zivkovic has gone for goal! Over the crossbar. 65 minutes on the clock. They are 25 minutes away from a title, which would be unbelievable. During all of these building a nation saves that I've ever done, we've never had, aside from the same nation, win the Europa League. We've only ever seen them win the Conference League. And they are so close. Well, not so close. They're... Oh. Some of this passing is a little bit scary, and that's what I was worried about. You can't play those sort of passes, lads. You've got to be more... Oh, dear. This is the equaliser, isn't it? Nizic. Oh, well blocked by Nizic. Zivko's great. I mean, he is an absolutely world-class striker they've got. Edvaldo has been fantastic. He's just superb. Right, we need a... Oh, and Boateng also, by the way. He hasn't had to make those, like, worldy saves, but he's faced a lot of long-range shots that have been really decent. How many MTK players? A decent amount. Weirdly, more of them are on the bench now, actually, because they're all tired. 20 minutes to go. Quinones is drilling through, but that's going to be another corner and more time to waste. Oh, okay. Come on. So this is one. That's amazing. Yeah, actually, part of the reason I got the idea originally for this style of building a nation was because I can't remember which save it was, where something like that was kind of happening in the background, and I kind of, oh, that'd be kind of fun if you were doing it deliberately, you know? Right. Any changes made yet? No. No changes at all for Haladash over the first... Yeah. Unless they're kind of just expecting this game to go to extra time or something, and as a result, right, just... Right, Nizic, just... That's it, good. Bring it down. Let someone that's got a bit better quality do that. That's more like it. Oh, he's tried to fire it over the top. Zivkovic is going to at least put the pressure on them, but... Oh, he's got it back! Oh, Harris, buddy, why are you shooting? Yeah, Poland was building a nation. Technically. It was sort of the first one where I was noticing that sort of stuff, but that was the intention of it. But it wasn't until... We didn't really know about the loan farm back in the Poland one. Not really, in the same way that we know now. It's not a bad pass, actually. Tony's in. Squares it! Oh, it's a good block again, and it's over the line! It's 2! Jalilu with the finish, and that, with 13 minutes to go, could be the final goal that puts the nail in the coffin of Lazio, and it could be the first ever European trophy for a Hungarian side other than us. Come on! Look at that pass. Toldi does brilliantly, drops it across. It's a bit fortunate, but Jalilu's in there, the man of the hour last time, and with 12 minutes to go, plus stoppage time, they're in the driving seat now. Just going to say, there is still plenty of time for a 3-2 defeat. That's a good point. Plenty of time for it. Oh, come on, Haladash. To be fair, they beat Lazio 3-0 in the league phase. They've got it in their system. Now they just need to be sensible. And please make some subs. Right. Okay, so they've moved to a back 3. Okay, this is bold. They've gone to a back 3. They've brought on Gonzalez, but not Omar Ben Salah. This is the first final, Kuvto. Oh. Okay, 10 minutes to go. They've gone to a back 3 with wing-backs. I don't know how this is going to work. It's providing a lot of space all of a sudden. Okay, that's fine. More of that from Lazio. We're fine with that. Whew. 9 minutes to go. I feel like they do concede a goal, which means it's going to be about how long can they... Oh, here we go. Here comes the bullshit. Here it comes. Here it comes. Right, red card out of nowhere. For no reason. Literally no reason. 2-0 up. Decides to 2-foot someone with 11 minutes to go. I think they should still be able to get this over the line, but... Here comes the rep roll. Who had random red card in the spread bet before stream? Dean, thank you for the 35 months, man. That's very, very nice of you. And Crystalland, thank you for the follow.
I'm confused. Who are these teams? Where is Gideon? Random red card. Chaos.
You don't need to know. It's fine. Good interception. Well played, lads. Just keep the ball. We've just got to have to keep the ball for a little bit. There is the chance of counter-attack, of course. And I'm kind of glad they moved to that back 5 before the red card, honestly. Because now I think they're actually more defensively stable than they would have been. Oh. The longer they go without conceding that goal, which is coming. Yeah, it was a Roma player. The former Roma player, it's Eduardo Bove, that was sent off for them. Just out of nowhere, decides to 2-footer player in the middle of the midfield. As Zivkovic breaks in behind again. Just have the shot. Yeah, that's fine. It's a shame that they go out for a corner. But to be fair, when we went down to 10 men in... well, I mean, it looks like chat. With 4... Oh, no. Malvesti. Blocked. Boateng catches it. I thought that was a guaranteed goal. With 4 minutes to go, a 2-goal lead. Surely, Haladash are going to be champions of Europe. 15 seconds to go. Haladash are going to win the Europa League. No way. What a result from Haladash. These guys have been our boys all along. They've been in 2 Conference League finals in this save. This is their first experience of the Europa League, and they're going to do it. Come on. Haladash 2, Lazio 0. What a start. Come on. Look at the gap there, Lee. I'm going to let this play out. Lovely. Come on, Haladash. Who gets to lift the trophy? Oh, look at that. Come on. Conference League final hasn't happened yet. Oh, that's going to massively improve their reputation as well, remember. European trophy for Haladash. Come on. What a start to the stream. With a red card as well. The coefficient point was 24.5 pre-match. To give us something to go on. That's what we were sat at pre-match. Who's number 16? Can we actually click him and find out? No, we can't. Holy shit. This has never happened in one of these saves before. I've never had another side from the nation we're building win the Europa League. Come on. And do you know what? They deserved it. They were better than Lazio. Quite simply. The goal they scored came against the run of play, but the second half was pretty much all Haladash, and Yalalu's finish was gorgeous. Come on. What a start. Did they really have 4.5 star rep? I can't believe that they would have done, but you never know. There we go. Right, let me just check something, and then we can get back into this. That is a brilliant start to the stream. It's like, where do we go from here? It's... Okay, first things first, let's just check Haladash. This might not take over until next season, in fairness. So, national reputation. The problem is because we can't see the stars, we just don't know. We might have to wait until the crossover point for next year to have a look on Haladash there. Come on, right, there we go. So, that's nice. So, Watch has pinned the final score of the Europa League, so that way when people join the chat now, they'll see that, and it won't be... Yeah. Now, we need Spurs to be Spursy. Save game. Yes, you're right. Of course, it doesn't save after that, does it? Right, now, we'll check the coefficients. What a bloody win. You can see the stars. Yeah, but the stars won't have updated because I think it only updates once a year. And we'll have to wait for the rep update. But we'll do that next stream. We can have a look anyway. Jakey Dude, thank you very much for the 8 months. That's super duper nice of you. Oh, was he really? Yeah, Michael Chacon took over after managing Pushkas and getting them promoted. And, I mean, he's come right up from the very bottom of... Well, not the very bottom, but he's done an insane job. I'm so pleased for him. Relanius, thank you very much for the follow. Signs many youth players. Does he, though? Does he really? Oh... Right. Okay. Yeah, they've not had the trophy in their honours yet. It might just be because it's the same day. Let's just progress a day. Oh, hang on. Let me just check Newell's old boys. Ooh, Gonzalo Romero. Well, that is the most bog standard generic Argentinian regen name, isn't it? Okay. One final down. Plenty more to go. Let's just go to the next day and then we can check. Yeah, right. We'll check it properly in a sec. Oh, nice. What's just paid out the prediction? Yeah, mainly youth players, isn't it? How do we find out? I think it should tell you once the points come in.
Yes, very soon.
But you should have... I don't know how much you'll actually go. EOS, thank you very much for the follow. That's the next day. Fran Roca Variga won the Golden Boot, and you're getting scouted too, even though you're 29, because why the hell not? Your cost players. I don't know about the proportions. We have 122 players... Sorry, 136 players out on loan, currently. Coefficient boost with the... That's what we're about to find out. So, they were at 24... Oh, my lord. Gaffer now with the 5 gifted. What on earth? Thank you very much, Gaffer, for another 5 gifted. Bloody hell. Thank you very much, my friend. That's so damn nice of you. Value boost. Again, that sort of stuff doesn't happen instantly. It takes the rep change for that to make any difference. Yeah, it's 100. It's minus 122, which means... Yeah, it's... No, 134 players out on loan. My bad. It's down a bit over the recent years. It was 160 at one point, but now it's a bit less. D7, thank you very much for the follow. So yeah, it was 24.5. If it was just you get a point for the win, then it would be 24.9. So let's see. Oh, that's club coefficient. There's a button down here. What are you doing? So they got... Right, okay, so they get the equivalent of a draw. So they get the win, and they get the equivalent of a draw as a bonus. So they got 0.4 for the win, 0.2 for the draw bonus for winning it, which is really dumb. The fact that you get the equivalent of a drawing a match for winning a European trophy is utterly bizarre. But there you go, 25.1, which means that actually you guys were dead right, because that would mean that 0.6, 0.6, 0.6 each time. But that does confirm second spot. You're right, yeah. So we are guaranteed to go number 2 this season. Come on. Oh, my days. Whoppers now with the 5 gifted. What on earth? Thank you so much, man. That's so damn nice. Yeah, so you were absolutely right. But now we know. Now we know. Unless it's different for other competitions, but I don't think it is. It's most likely the same as well. But Wassa, thank you so much for the 5 gifted as well. My lord. Holy shit. So, 1 down, 2 to go. And that has now, as far as I can tell, guaranteed a second spot. Spain would have to... Yep, no, it will. Because the most Spain can get is 0.6, which would take them to 95.2. Or 95.288. Because the only game they've got left is against us, against Real Madrid. So, the maximum we can finish with now, then, would be 26.3, which would be the best season that we can currently see ever. Or was England have one better? No. 26.5, 26.2. Come on. That's outrageous. Okay. So that's the beginning. Yeah, so the thing is, though, and this is what makes this even better, chat, because we've done this from 7th spot this year, next year, we're going to still have a lower amount of teams in Europe, which means we could actually chain back-to-back seasons like this and potentially start to gap the other teams for a little bit. But it's going to be an absolute nightmare when this season gets erased in a couple of years. David Nieholm, thank you so much for the 10 months, my friend. That's super duper nice of you. Whew. Okay. Could be... that was your best. Oh, my days. I didn't realise that was your best. I don't think I've ever seen a nation get 27 points. Not that we can, but I think we're going to have the best, potentially one of the best seasons ever. I think the reason we've been able to do that is because the dilution has been so good. Yeah, Haladash guaranteed group stage. They disappointed us last time, but my hope is that that extra bump they're going to get for winning the Conference League to rep and also money is going to help us. I think this is, you're right. If this is our window to potentially get number 1, maybe. Hey, Mike. Arsenal pathetic. Wait, what's happened to Arsenal? What have they done now? How does we... yeah, the seedings don't really matter so much in the new version of the Champions League because you have to play sides from each pot anyway. Although they do matter sometimes, but weirdly not for what pot you're in. It matters what pot other teams in. Because, for example, we played Braga this year in the Champions League as a pot 2 side. And yeah, Atletico are a pot 3 side. It's a bit mad. City in for Rice. Really? That's... they're going for both Rice and Phillips. What does that mean for Calvin Phillips, though, at that point? Surely they would be occupying the same position. Or at least similarly. I know they're not the exact same player, but I suppose they played together with England, right? It was part of the deal. I think Manchester needs to get some football. To be honest, actually, I'd be totally fine with that because it would stop West Ham from bothering us about Polinia. I'm totally fine with that happening. Not that they're getting it, but it would be that would be a really good piece of business for West Ham, actually. That's also really clever from City. Phillips has rejected West Ham. But maybe he'll go to Arsenal, but then the deal will kind of fall through at that point, won't it? Interesting. So let me enter there. Right, okay. Is there anything else we need to look up before we progress forward a little bit more? Because we've got... it's a week away. Is the Ferencváros Tottenham game. I love that they're playing Tottenham because it does mean there's the potential for silly nonsense to occur. Is the Manchester United... for some reason, that's one of those deals that I keep thinking has already happened because it just won't go away. Yeah, I mean, I love what Stones has become. It is very cool. McTominay. I don't know if that's quite the same. I feel like... I actually really rate Scott McTominay as a player. I know some people don't, but I actually really like Scott McTominay. But I feel like I'd still rather have Calvin Phillips over the two. Also, speaking of Scotland, once again, congrats to the Scots. Absolutely smashing it in European qualifiers. Big up them. Looking forward to seeing them at the Euros, frankly, because 12 points on the board already. They just kind of need to not be dreadful for the rest of the group, and they'll be fine. I'm loving... I would love some abilities to... oh, okay. I thought it was like a manager for a second there. 3 games remaining. Yeah, that's awesome. And there's some pretty easy winnable games in there, right? Presumably. Yeah, the picture handle part was bloody hilarious. Why did that game even start, right? Like, I don't think they will finish top of the group, but I don't think they don't need to, right? I think that they'll probably still lose to Spain in the second game. Just statistically, it's most likely. And I think there will be a random point drop in there at some point. But still, who cares, right? You're qualified. Oh. See you later, Fraj. So, Zivkovic now has signed a new contract. So that's good news. After scoring, well, technically the winning goal in the European final, Bro has now linked up with us for another 5 years, and he will stay out on loan. Oh. Lovely. Right, that's one thing down. And Banfield as well, potentially. Morning, Goose. Italian and a Chilean in there too. Just keep this stuff ticking over. We've got a week to get through. In the meantime, we can... oh, the gap is massive, but don't Spain have 2 games in hand, which means if they win them both, they'll be back to within 3 points, then presumably win the second leg, if you like, against... it's one of those things where it sort of lies a little bit. Not that they've got easy games either, and they're prone to a muck-up as well. What have you missed? What have you missed is we've already won a European trophy today. 1 down, 2 to go. What an advantage for us. In the coefficients, as far as I can work out, I don't think so. Like, I don't think you get any advantage over finishing first or second on the year. It's just kind of interesting that we have, frankly, because I don't think I ever did that either before. Right. Okay, we'll ignore this for the moment. This is later Matt's problem. Although, I'm just saying, Livakovic and Kirkovs might well be pickups for the summer. Because Tim is looking quite poggy, and he's cheap in Belgium. And Livakovic, is looking ridiculously good, potentially. In fact, there's a few guys in here that look like they might be quite nice pickups for us next time. So that's something for us to work on Tuesday's stream. But right now, exciting times. Conference League final is in a couple of days, in fact. New contract for Ben Salah as well, who somehow didn't get on the pitch in the final, madly. In total is the best. I find that weird, not actually that weirdly. Teams are quite reticent to put loan players in their best 11s, I would say. Yes, you are, Tim. Yes, you are. Why not? You're looking resplendent today. So apparently it's not as guaranteed as an extra Champions League spot. From what I've heard, it would actually have been an extra... The second Champions League side would have got guaranteed group stage. However, I believe we now do get an extra Champions League spot because Haladash have now guaranteed themselves that extra spot. Sorry, they've guaranteed themselves into the group stage by winning the Europa League, and thus I think we will get an extra spot now. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see what happens once the season shakes out. It's all a bit confusing, honestly. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, Haladash. The best 11. Oh, no, it is Jalilu and Zivkovic. So, in 301 games for Haladash, he's banged 167 goals. Hang on, move to the left. Dante, thank you very much for the follow. I use the default ones, A-Bomb, so whatever the game has as the defaults, I just change each one in order. So it's like 1 to 5, 6 to 9, 10 to 14, or 10 to 15, and then 16 to 20, I think. So yeah, that's their best 11 right now. And you can see that Boateng with 300 appearances for them as well. That is mad. 301 appearances for them as well. 167 goals out on loan is actually ridiculous. In fact, the Toldi's in there too. Yeah, one of our former players who... Look at that. He's got 28 caps for them now. For Hungary. Worth £20 million. That's interesting, actually. He's worth £28 million. Maybe they have got a value bump. Let's try general contracts. We can see. So Toldi's worth 25 million. Sudogo's worth 20 million. Solomon's worth 6. It's hard to judge because a lot of these players are obviously ours. You can see all the ones in blue are players they have on loan from us. I think they're all on loan from us anyway. The chances are they're all on loan from us. Let's be honest, right? Move that back across. Benny Boy, thank you very much for the follow. Right. There's definitely a little bump there, perhaps. Yes. God, we're going to have a hell of a fixture. We're going to have a... Oh, that's them. We're going to have a hell of a dilemma on our hands later on when it comes to picking who we start in our final. But right now, it's not about us. It's about Ferencváros. This feels like 3-2. Right, I'm going to set up the prediction for this one now. Okay. Start prediction. Who wins the ECL? We've got Ferencváros. And we've got Spoyes. And you have 2 minutes, my friends. Place your bets. Oh. Good stuff. I mean, I'm just glowing in the fact that we've actually managed to win a final. Come on. Well, that's we're in that stage now, Comrade. That's the stage we're currently. That's why the loan farmers dropped from 165 down to 134, and it's dropping year on year now, as either we move players on permanently, and bear in mind, quantity. We don't do quantity, we do quality. We just do a large quantity of quality. I'm not signing bad players for the loan farm. Every player, for the most part, outside of meme signings, I am signing specifically for the loan farm that are kind of, you know, younger players. I'm never signing bad players just to throw them out there. We don't just want pure numbers. That's always been the case. But now, it's like, yeah, 4-star players will get in any of their teams, right? Spurs have already won multiple trophies in this save, including this same tournament 3 times, I think. If you actually look at the Europa Conference League, or is it the Europa League? Must be the Europa League, actually. Yeah, Spurs won it there, there, and there. They've already... No, sorry. Spurs have already won 4 Europa Leagues in this save. But that was Europa Leagues. This is Conference Leagues. Spurs have not ever won a Conference League. Have they lost any? Is my big question. No. God, look at this, though. Hungarian side. Hungarian side. Break. Hungarian side. Break. Hungarian side. Break. Hungarian side. And another Hungarian side. Ooh. Now, even more points. We just need Spurs to Spurs it up. Capybara, thank you very much for... Wait, is that 3 months? No, for some reason I've read that wrong. Thank you very much, though, for the 3 months. That's very, very nice of you, friend. Yes, Sassuolo got to a final in there, which is kind of sick. Right towards the start of the save, before we had our impact. On a Thursday, there's a lot of things at stake, Capybara. A lot of things at stake. Mainly, we've just won a European trophy. I say we. It's the collective, the royal we. No, they weren't, were they? No, Haladash was, the Haladash game was in San Sebastian, so Real Sociedad's ground. In fact, let's have a look at that. Oh, no. It's not Real Sociedad's ground. You were right. It's just a ground in San Sebastian. Hey, he had. So yeah, no, it's just a ground in San Sebastian that has no teams playing it. That presumably was built for an international tournament, as is often the case with these things. Weird that it's not named after like a random Spanish legend. But there you go. So yeah, the game was just randomly played in that stadium. Maybe that's what it is. No team is allowed to occupy the stadium, potentially. Oh. MTK's loans account for more than one. What was it? But 2023, yeah. That is bizarre. Council owned. Strange. Yes, one final has been played. There's a pinned message in the chat now which will illuminate people to the final scores for the finals. And Jiminy with the 4 months. How's it going, man? Thank you very much. Oh, we don't have any lookups today because there's too much stuff to do.
Trying to catch up on the YouTube VODs, but man only has so many hours in the day. Got up to the last CL win, and I wanted to borrow the hive mind for a discussion. I've decided that IRL professionalism is as observable a concept as determination is, so I'm looking at it when I hire staff. I'm into realism, so it seems fair enough.
Honestly, Jiminy, you'll be very interested because we had a discussion about this exact thing on the last stream, and we are going to be changing the way we approach coaching staff because of it. Not specifically based on that, but because of some of the findings from Mac's evidence-based football manager, which talks a lot about how professionalism, having staff with high professionalism, especially your head of youth development, is an incredibly important factor when it comes to having better players coming through your intro. Certainly having better professionalized players coming through. And it's one of the few things you actually can affect. Bevloy with the 16 months.
The monthly Bezos bucks have come in.
So yeah, where was the Euros in 2024 then? No, it's Germany, isn't it? 2024 Euros is... I swear it's Germany. Yeah. So Spain have not hosted... Why was this stadium built? Was there a World Cup I don't know about? Past winners. Spain hosted it in 2030. So that's probably what it is then, maybe. It must be that one, that they built it 7 years early. It's very early to be building that stadium. But yeah, we were actually talking about the exact thing, Jiminy. So, great minds, I suppose, or depending on how you think about it. They were just real keen. They wanted to get a head start on the building. Do you know what? Don't blame them. You don't want things falling behind. Portugal, Ukraine, and Spain. That's a strange combination. Ooh, recommendations, or is that same guy again? Oh no, this is, by the way, if you missed last stream, we found this guy here. We picked him up for £110,000. But that's a story for a different stream. Oh, what the story now though? So let's just see. I'm gonna have a look at the prediction again because I want to see where you guys put your money. So, 52% on Ferencváros, 48% on Spurs. That's about the same as the breakdown for the last one, I must admit. So fair play. Right, that's fine. Let me just check something else as well while we're here. And solid. Angola video is doing nice. Good news. Right. It is a blessed day. That was a long one. It took 7 hours to edit that yesterday. Right. Okay, so Ferencváros versus Spurs. Let's go. Ferencváros technically the home side, so you never know. That could mean something, right? Let's see how this lineup looks. I'm curious. So, cue the music. Ricardo de Burgos Bengochea is the referee for this one. I'm sure I pronounced his name wrong. But they've got Alex Arce on the left. Serkan Özür on the right with Blaz Jurin through the middle. I mean, that is a hell of a player to have through the middle this season. He's got 19 goals this season. Not the best season for him, but he's doing okay. Fabrizio in the midfield as well, which is remarkable. Canahan in there as well, with Karakalic keeping things down at the back. Eduardo at right back. Benavides. Ooh. Oh, actually, no, he was good, wasn't he? Preitzel in there as well. Syed Anwar, not one of our guys. And then Rodrigo Rafa Benitez in goal. But look up front for Spurs. Stanislav Suhi and Kwane Zwane are in the team. Two former players of ours. Former Uipesh player there as well. They've got McClelland, who I think used to play for Liverpool in this save. They've got Caprice, Kane Rogers, Martini Fernandez, Kasper Volsky, Guerrero, Robert Witham, and lastly, oh, this is a cool match. Hang on, they've got a guy called Kanokfol Sawangris. Oh, they've got a Thai guy. Spurs rocking a Thai guy. You'll love to see it. We'll take that. Okay, 27 degrees. The stadium is in Nuremberg. Okay, hopefully there's not any trial players. Let's go. I'm going to play the music again because of course we are. Do you know what? Even if they don't win this, playing in a lovely blacked out kit with little green trim on it. That's actually, I really like this Ferencváros kit. I don't recall the last time I actually saw this in the 3D match engine, but that's a really nice kit. Like full black with like green, light green trim on it. That's pretty poggy. Some of the players that Ferencváros have got in this team are actually ridiculously good. No, the Champions League final this year is at Wembley. Oh, God. Oh, Suhi nearly sneaking through. Spurs looking very aggressive on the press. Weird system they play as well. Don't know how they're going to quite handle that. It's a nice pass though, so he's already thrown it a big block and we get it. But this game has started just like the last one. Caprice pulls it across, cleared away. Yes, Europa League final was first up. It was 2-0 to Halash, and that's a great ball and it's hit the crossbar. Whoa, Wembley. Hopefully it won't be. Just for anyone that's joining, there is a pinned thing at the top that literally tells you the score. Who's the ref? The ref is a long name who I can't pronounce, but his surname is Bengoshea. So it's not Michael Oliver for once. Watch us get Michael Oliver now. For our final, since we always seem to. It's not a bad pass, actually. Ozil might have a bit of height here, and he does. Okay, that's good news. The Hungarian side didn't lose 3-2. Not only that, it was a great game. They were the better side, and they got a red card with 8 minutes to go. So it still tried to throw a little bit of a spanner into the works, but they held on tight. And full credit to them. Archer with a good tackle. Just keeps the ball at play. Okay. Oh, yeah, of course he can't. If Spud's played. That's true, yeah. Oh, Kwane getting to the back post. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up in the... he just comes with a mustache, be like, I am Mikel Oliver. Alejo Fernandez. I think so, yes. Wait, was he in the Spurs team? It does feel like we either get Michael Oliver or, like, unknown as the referee. I genuinely don't recognise the referee that we've got for this game because I don't think we've ever been reffed by him. That was nice. Forced his Whittam out the box. And Durin, I don't think he's going to be able to win that in the air. No. He's going to be absolutely key for them today. They need to get balls over the top for Blaž Durin. He's, I would argue, a better striker than Stanislav Suhi is. So I think of the two sides, Ferencváros have the better striker. It's just a question of what he can do because this year, he's actually only got 19 goals, which isn't as many as last year where he got like 35, I think. Archer's getting done. And a big headache. Oh! Also, both teams that in these finals have both got worldies of goalkeepers. Boateng is the Nigerian international keeper for Halash, and he had a great game. And Benitez, I think, is the national team goalkeeper for Uruguay as well. So they're both brilliant keepers. Like, attribute-wise, they'd get in our team. They're like 4 stars. Okay, out for a corner. First real opening here, potentially for Ferencváros. But once again, they've avoided the issue of the early goal conceded. That's key. You don't want to concede an early goal in a game like this. Can you get regen refs? I feel like you can, but I haven't seen them. You must be able to, right? Hey, up the Mariners. Yes, Halash did win. He is probably... He's not as good as Bobby. He's not as good as Milovanovic. And he's probably on par with Sem. Although might be... I think he's actually probably better than Sem. And as for Zivkovic, I don't know. We'd have to do a comparison between Blaz and Zivkovic. I don't know who's the better of the two. Only 6 minutes gone. Yeah, but, like, you know... We've had some very, very early goals in Europe in some of these finals in the past. So there's another good stop there from Benitez. That's fine. Long range shot. We're fine. Oh. I feel like we can relax a little bit just knowing that we've already got that one in the bag. Because... Oh, he's gone for the punch. That's concerning. Nice, nice. Oh, that's a little touch, actually. Caprice looks like he wants to cut inside constantly, and if we can kind of keep him doing that and just put him into that ball of bodies, then I think that Ferencváros will have a good time here, but it has been a very strong start from Spurs. We're not seeing a lot, and we're not seeing anything attacking-wise out of Ferencváros yet, but then remember the last game, Lazio started a lot like this as well. Very aggressive, had a few like shots opening doors, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Halash grabbed themselves a goal, and that's the kind of pass we need. Blaž Durin brings it down and he's drilled it. He could have done a bit more. I think he's overdone that slightly. Hey, Fel, welcome in, friend. And, oh, Benavides, now they're woken up a little bit. Out of nowhere, they've just had 2 little opportunities. Just sort of testing the waters. They're going long now. They're trying to yeet this. Oh, hang on, Serkan Özer's got a bit of speed, and he's tried to head that. Özer's quite tall, isn't he? I wonder if they'll start playing diagonals out and try to put him one-on-one with that fullback and try to get some knockdowns, because that might be a good strategy for them to go within this game, because it feels like Spurs are going to be on the front foot most part, but a nice little long-range... Yeah, 25-yard head. Yeah, that goes in. I think we'd have to ask questions about the goalkeeper. Caught you on about the window cleaning. You don't want to see it. Thank you, Ryan. Hopefully it's brought us the luck today. I think this is the first final I've been able to wear this. Or did I wear it for the... Nice, there we go. Canahan. It's a terrible touch, though. He has such a great opportunity to start a counter-attack, and he's fucked it. Go on the edge of the box again, and good clearance, but got to get out to it. You can't let them bring the ball down. It's another good stop. Was the window cleaner in his underwear as well? I have to ask. Gordy! Thank you for the 2 months, man. That's very, very nice of you. Oh, hello. Okay, FM. Why are you starting to... Give me my frames back, please. Thank you. Naughty. Calm down. Don't know why he randomly did that there. And Michael as well. Thank you very much for the Prime. Along with Paul as well with the prime. Bloody hell, double prime straight off the bat as it's cleared away. And now we got a chance to break.
MTK.
Thank you, my friend. And Michael, thank you for the follow as well. Christ, I just realised you primed before you'd followed. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate that. Slip through. Suhi puts it back inside, and it's in. Marlon Caprice with the well, not the winning goal. Hopefully it won't be, but that is not ideal. They had a chance to break. They couldn't take advantage of it, and now it's Ferencváros 0, Spurs 1, and the curse of the Conference League continued. God damn it, Caprice! But they lose the ball in the midfield, and that is just shameful. And I thought they cleared it here, but it's just a brilliant effort. Benitez not done well there at all. Oh, that's on Canahan. It is, yeah. He's made too many of those. This one feels like the 3-2. You're right. 6 times now we've had a team in the Conference League final. Surely it won't be 6 defeats in a row. They've got so much quality. That's not what you want to see. Spurs going, oh, actually. Wrong guy ran for the ball. They're going to have to push out now. Ferencváros are going to have to be more aggressive. And I'm kind of curious to see what they can do because they've got the quality. Canahan, that's a... Ooh. Oh. Move over, SeaWorld. There's a new dolphin in town. R-Force, thank you very much for the 3 months. That's super duper nice of you, my friend. What was that? I love the diving headers in the game. It was very Van Persie. Yeah, it was. That's incredible. The 3-1 is a myth. 3-1. No, the 3-2 thing. We've had a lot. Most of the Conference League finals, our Hungarian sides have lost 3-2. I think it's 3 of the 5 have been 3-2. All following the same pattern, if I remember. It looks like Ferencváros are failing a rep check at the moment. Oh, well, welcome in, Holligan. The recap video for this season is going to be quite a fascinating one, I suspect. I know, Ferencváros came 3rd in the league. Haladash came 2nd. Archie, right, slip it inside. Now wait for the run. Oh, just have a shot, buddy. Or find Urza. Oh, okay, this is better. They're looking a bit more up for this now. They're pushing forward. They're creating little bits and bobsies here. Spurs look kind of open in places. We need a good header here, and we don't get it. But now there's a chance on the edge of the box for Serbe. Cuts inside. And it's a relatively poor effort. Also, that means that Haladash have now earned themselves an emote in chat. That's always the rule with these things. If you win a final, you get an emote. And Arche's now hurt. And Spurs are not going to kick the ball out for him. They're going to... If they score... Oh, Blaz Jurin. Well done, Blaz. Sticking up for his teammate there. Sticking the boot in on Marlon Caprice. That's got to be a substitution, right? They do appear to be playing a bit of headers and volleys today, yeah. Good save. Okay. Yeah, they're getting more aggressive now, but I think that means that Archer's going to have to come off. Oops, I've hit the microphone. That was great. I like that from Blaz. Like, standing up for his teammate there. Sticking the boot in on the score of the goal as well. So Aruda must be... Yeah, Aruda's the new guy. Oh, go on, Aruda. I don't know who this guy is. Let's have a look at him in a second. Right. Oh, damn it. Hadash. I don't know, Sam. I genuinely do not know. We were trying to work it out before. I'm brand new to this whole... But just remember as well, we've got the #1 coefficient spot this year because we've... So we'll get some kind of bonus for that as well. As Zwane's through on goal. Great block. This 0 matchup. Now, that doesn't bode well. That does not bode well. But then again, this is FM. Watch him score the winner. Oh, this has been an absolute, like, end-to-end... This is like a basketball match. Compared to, like, the last game, which was really kind of cagey. Oh, no, that's... we added his name because his surname was Benitez. Because we're like that. Oh, that's a red injury for Archer as well. What's the injury looking like? Upper body injury. It's broken a titty chat. Right. They've brought on... Renan Aruda. Hey, he's not bad, actually. Brazilian. Although... Oh, no, he's not really a left-back. He just has no tackling of it. Then again, the fact that he can play left-back actually doesn't bother me too much because it means that he has a few slightly okay defensive attributes. Like, his positioning is actually surprisingly high. He's still got no marking and tackling, but it's still probably better than a normal winger would have. So, I'm okay with that. I think Archer's definitely better, though. But Duran, again, pressing from the front. I love the fact that he's got that mohawk as well. He's a really aggressive-looking player. I love it. This is more like it. Getting a bit more... But we need to get Serbe on the ball more. Right, now he's open. This is more like it. Open, can turn. Fabrizio, right, there's the run. Find Blaz Duran, please. Yes, Duran's in. Blaz Duran! Great save. That's much more like it. Well, if he scores the winner, maybe they'll change his mind. He's offside there, but that's much better. He shouldn't have been offside. The pass should have come much earlier. But they're finding spaces now. They're letting Serbe get on the ball, which is do that at their peril. He's the guy that we signed specifically to be our Roman playmaker at one point, but he just didn't quite do it in the first season, so now he's gone out on loan and clearly been flourishing. Gotta watch out, though, because Whittam does look pretty solid down this left-hand side. But if he's in there, that means he's not forward. Oh, sorry, not the back. And Suhi, and a good save again. Guerrero, I don't know. Maybe? It's hard to tell, honestly. There's so many players. We're probably trying to sign most people at this point, right? Oh. Okay, win that in the air. They've let Suhi bring that down. Suhi's actually still looking quite good. It's kind of mad that he's been all around the block ever since he was here. Like, he's been to Bayern, he's now at Spurs. Right, get out to him. And then a big clearance, and now we get it. And a chance for a breakaway again. Nice. Look at that great first touch from Durin. And there's so many runners. Oh, what on earth was that pass? Oh, what a waste of an attack. What is he playing at? Look at the speed on Blas Durin there. Right, now keep the run going. Urza, drop it inside for him. Fabrizio, round the side for Durin. Nice. This is better. Much more pressure on Spurs. Fabrizio looks quite good in the centre midfield. He's through on goal. Fabrizio's in. Oh, no. Well, they've woken up. Bear in mind, Fabrizio actually is a striker, but Ferencváros are playing him as a central midfielder in this game, which is really interesting to me. Because he's actually got like good passing attributes as well. But they're playing him deep so he can make those little runs, and I'm curious to see what he's going to do with that. What a chance. He's already mucked up a pass, and now that chance. When he goes clean through to the goalkeeper, I figured he just dinks it. Because he is a striker. Canahan, ball in. Fabrizio again! I'm seeing a lot of things that remind me of rep rolls, unfortunately. Well, Spurs have been pretty good, to be fair. But they're getting some chances now. Hello, Pog! Oh, it feels like they might be playing him as Metzala, yeah. Because he's making those lovely runs forward from central midfield. Oh, get out to him. Yeah, it reminds me a bit of Joe Linton. And he is Brazilian too. No, they're actually playing him as a playmaker. To give you an idea, these are his... Wow! Okay. I don't mind that. Cobra Roderick, thank you very much for the follow. He's got really interesting attributes. You can see what I mean about how he's clearly a striker, but he's also 6 foot, 14 jumping reach, but 17 passing and 16 vision. I love that for him. He's a very interesting footballer. Surprised he's not in the Brazil caps, actually. He's very, very good. Damn, we gave him to them for £3 million. They should be thanking us, because he's the one guy that's getting on the ball and looks like he's going to create something for them, albeit with a bit slow. What was his, was it 13 speed? It's not bad. I mean, we've had players do like more with less, so good block again. Close to 100 go. He must be pretty fucking close to it by now, because he signed for us ages ago, played for Puskás for ages. He probably could get a Hungary cap. Yeah, I love the fact that he's rubbish at AMC, though. That is often the situation, isn't it? Hey, Dan. How are you, my friend? He's got Firmino vibes, yeah. I mean, he's on a 6.5 today, ironically, but I've actually seen a lot of things I like out of him so far. Him and Serbe have looked good together as a pair. Well, not as a pair, but like as a... They look good in the midfield. And who's that other guy they've got in the midfield? Because he's just doing all the hard tackling for them to allow them to be more creative. Oh, it's Canahan, isn't it? The guy that's getting all the... He's sticking the boot in constantly. Right. That is such a stupid header. Just head it to the keeper. 11 pace. Yeah, some players just work in the match engine for whatever reason. Who's in Champions League final? That is us and Real Madrid. Which is could have been worse. It could have been Liverpool again. Oh, dear. Okay. This team certainly doesn't feel over by any means. They are still well in this. It's only a 1 goal down. They've created a few little openings. Although, they've got to be careful with Caprice. Oh, well played Fabrizio, getting back and doing the dirty work as well. Canahan driving forward with the ball. This is better. Now slip it forward. Yes. Serkan Urza now. We've got 3 or 4 players arriving in the box. We need to cross here, though. And we might still get it. Ah, wait. They fucked it. Canahan. Blas Durin. Can he turn? Oh, and again. The opening was there. They just can't seem to... Spurs are actually putting in some really nice last-ditch tackles and blocks in this game. That last little moment is always where they've let themselves down. But Durin just looks like he's going to get a chance at any moment. And I feel like if he could just get one solid, really good quality chance, I think he could take it. Now, he had that one in the first half, but it was offside. Right. Canahan's been amazing. Fabrizio's not been fantastic, but I don't think he's been that bad. 2-0 to 2-2 to 3-2. Maybe. You never know. There's a lot of key passes coming out of Spurs, though. They are looking very good. But, you know, they've had a lot of shots, but they've not been good quality. When you look at the shot map, and, like... The fact that they've had 12 shots and only equated for 0.78 XG is not bad. Whereas it feels like Ferencváros are creating less chances, but a higher quality when they do. So, decent. Let's have a look at anything down here. What's their OPPDA? They're actually winning the ball back faster than Spurs are, sprinting a bit more. Final third passes is where Spurs are really getting them. They're not being able to get those balls forward enough at the moment. The possession is very much on Spurs' side. Sigfus Fanas Smarason. That's a cool name. You'll have to see it. Any other one interesting on the bench? Minnow, Iñaki Ruiz, Anthony Watkins. Keon Jukes is a cool name. Josh Rhodes. Jackson Valenzuela is a mentally... That's a lovely... Wow, he's very good. They got him for free. Oh, from Uipesh. What? Oh, Uipesh loaned him from them. Damn, what a signing that is for Spurs. What do you reckon then for the second half, chat? I'm worried. I need to have a sneaky little chat with their current manager. This is James Ward. They obviously sold the Prowse. Actually, I'm going to have a little pee break. I kind of actually do need a pee break for some reason. It's early in the stream, I realised, but I've drunk a lot of water today, so I'll be back in a second. I'll give you guys a Wikipedia quiz in there too, so worry not. And we can get your score predictions in as well. Back in a sec. Hello, friends. Yes, it was in fact Marco Boogers. I thought you guys would like a bit of a different one. This is the benefit of having that article up about the players from every nation that have played in the Premier League. I can just pick random players off of that. It's so good. The boogeyman himself. Fiona! Also, can opening ASMR as well while we're at it. Oh my lord, that is a lot of different names. D-Sid is fun. I'm sorry I've messed your name up there. I'll call you D-Sid. But thank you very much for the follow. Orange Fanta today. Good stuff. Right. So, second half. They've got it all to play for. I'm just a bit concerned that they might not play for it. Is my biggest concern. Oh, hello, FM. Can you, give me my frames back again? What is going on here? I think the heat's probably having a factor in this as well, potentially. Which is not ideal. Because there's really no reason why it should be doing this. Because I think the heat is causing problems. Because it is getting hotter and hotter and hotter in this room. Oh, come on, FM. Not now. We've got shit to do. Also, I don't understand why that would randomly just trigger like that. We're sat on the half-time screen, for fuck's sake. Let's get the half started and maybe it will clear itself up in a minute. Oh, God, that is not looking good, is it? Come on, FM. Behave. It feels like it's OBS. Come on, not now. You've been fined for months. Stop being a silly Billy now. Right, there we go. Nope, not now. What the hell? Oh, delicious. It's actually the game and not OBS. It's those fucking ad boards. Ah, here we go. There we go. It's those stupid ad boards again. Ah. They put last year's fixtures. That would have been much worse had they got relegated. Oh, right, okay. I think they've still got a... I think they're going to create one big chance in the second half, and it's going to fall to Živkovic, and we just need to make sure... We need to hope that he has the quality to take the chance. That's really what we need. I love how much he drops deep, but the problem when he does that is that it means he's not there to receive the ball further up the pitch. And I think that's part of the issue, is that he's always too deep. Right, here we go. Now we can push forward a little bit. Canahan is just driving at people. That's a nice idea for a pass, and it's going to earn them a corner as well, which is good. Durin. Did I say Živkovic? I meant Durin. I get confused between the two Eastern European strike extraordinaires we have out on loan. Full match? No, it's on comprehensive, so it will kind of feel a bit like full match, but it just means you miss the silly stuff. He'll do his best. To be honest, if Živkovic is that good, he probably could score for them, honestly. From the other game. Oh. Is Živkovic Croatian? I thought Živkovic was Serbian for some reason. Oh, good block. Not Živkovic, sorry. Durin. Custom ones. No, they're not custom ones. For some reason, the game is just bugged out in certain Champions League. Certain European games will just show black ad boards, and it causes the game to, like, stutter. It's really odd. Oh, is he Croat? Fair one. Second half beginning is not looking great for them. Oh, that's better. Yes. Ah. Spurs are just sitting really narrow. Spurs don't have to push. They're in the lead. It's up to Ferencvaros to try and find that equalising goal. That's the tough part. Fabrizio on the ball again. Ah, he's done poorly there. Okay, they should have tried to push out and win that there. Because now I suspect that... The problem with Fabrizio in midfield is, though, he's not going to do a lot of defensive stuff for them. Suhi. That must be offside. Surely that's offside. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. No problem. It's fine.
Super.
Devon, thank you for the follow.
I am familiar with over 600 dance moves, and I am programmed to get...
He had to be. It was a great finish, to be fair, but he was miles offside. Actually, I'd say miles offside. I bet it's quite close. Yeah, he's comfortably offside, but it's a lovely finish. Little knocker. Oh, look at that little flick. I didn't see the little flick up. That was awesome. Onan, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, they're still pressing quite high up, but this is where it could get good. Urza. Oh, he's gone for it again. It's just... How old is Suhi? He must be... I would guess... If I had to guess at Suhi's age, I'd say 32. I think he's from the earlier batch of players, so I think he's going to be slightly older than the likes of Castillo and those sort of guys. So I think he's either 32 or 33 would be my guess. Anyway, we'll have a look in a second. Once it takes us back to like the screen where we can see the players. Actually, I can click it from here, can't I? They are such a waste, but there's just not a lot you can really do about it. He is... Oh, he's only 30. Wow. Huh. He's actually younger than I thought he was. He's actually younger than Castillo. Yeah, Suhi was one of those guys that I think he was just never totally suited to our style of play at the time. And he might now. We got 45 million for Castillo, but bear in mind, he would have been free in 2 weeks. So to get PSG to pay us 45 million for him was still pretty solid. Maidstone. Bloody hell, that's awesome, though. What season? I think Ferencvaros have just switched him to being a Metsala. I swear I saw something there on that other screen that showed it now said Mez rather than AP next to Fabrizio. Wonder if they listened. But the second half has started very much like the first one. 2029, that's insanely impressive, mate. Even though he lost that one, that's still a lot to be proud of in such a short space of time. That's what, season 7 or 8? No, wait, yes, must be 7, right? The Thai guy they've got on the right is pushing us back a lot. I say us. I like not having to make any changes. I feel like I'm backseating their manager, and I'm fine with that. Caprice, again, is really good. Okay, it's fine. Got to calm it down. Oh, okay, so the highlight continues. Yeah, it's a waste. If they're going to do that, they need to be aiming that at Urza, because he's got the height advantage, and he can knock it down to him. Encourage. Oh, what? Bloody hell. Do you know what? That looks like a world-class piece of defensive play, but bloody hell, that could have easily been awful. Are you Twitch chat? Exclamation mark backseat chat. Benitez has done a good job, like, coming and claiming things. Although, the fact that he drops it then to just yeet it to nobody is very strange behaviour. There you go, Basil. Had to be did. I kind of just get the... Yeah, Spurs are looking awfully not Spursy. They've never won the Conference League, only ever the Europa League in this save, and I'm hoping that they can somehow continue that. I should change their system. Yeah, it does, right. So, yeah, you can see they've made Fabrizio a Mez now. Interesting that they've put Canahan as the RPM, despite the fact that both Fabrizio and Serbe are playmakers, and he's not. Well, that's going to help, isn't it? They've got two insanely good playmaking players, and they're using them not as playmakers, but the one guy who is... Okay. Kate Kit, thank you so much for the 7 months, my friend. That is very kind of you. I think the French manager is sabotaging them at the moment. You could backseat my backseating, I suppose. You could say that I'm giving them the wrong instructions to... there's a way... There's something in there. I just don't know quite what yet. It's in there somewhere. I agree, Jack. Yeah. I think I should put the goalkeeper on attack. Like, aggressive. I know, who uses an RPM these days? Scrubs. Yeah, I'd like to loan them a manager. I don't know who their manager even is, actually. Because it's not Shevchenko anymore. Oh, it's a big tackle. Ooh, I wonder if that's shaping up for a nice cheeky red card in a minute. Ooh. Here we go. No! Oh, if he was a tad quicker there, he would probably get that pass away. And there would have been a great chance for a breakaway, but Zwane's knocked it through for Stanislav Suhi. What a... He's offside. But I think the defender actually gets a foot in there. Booting. Backseating the backseat. I guess so. Trailering. Chat, we are in the caravan of backseatery. Why did they let him have a free header there? They really do. Their long ball strategy isn't working because they're aiming the long balls at the wrong player. If they aim the long ball out wide to Urza, he's got a mismatch against their fullback. But they keep aiming it for the striker who's not that tall. And he keeps shooting from there. Oh, God. I know. Why don't they just simply win the match? As we've already seen with Haladash, it is provably possible. Haladash had the tougher opponent, I would argue. Well, actually, not about that, but it was the tougher competition. Millie with 100 bits. Thank you, friend. Yeah, they're getting done here. I don't see any... The second half has just not been it. And they've made a lot of subs, but they've not shown anything.
It's good you came in summer.
Yeah, it actually took until 6:30 Extra Venture to finish that one. And that was on Monday. I started that video at 10:30 in the morning. Volsky. And then Pog and I went and did the big shop to buy all the food for the week. Got back and then just kind of went, I think we'll have a takeaway, right? Last Robot Unicorn. Thank you so much for the follow. As France is on, and he's immediately got into the game. As Body's arriving, he has to... Oh, no! There were so many better passing options. They had 3 dudes lining up on the edge of the box to just tap that, or not even tap that in, but have a shot. And what a save. The 31-year-old goalkeeper. I was genuinely delirious. Do you know what was happening, right? Because obviously I had to sim for like 15 minutes in between each one. Every single time I was doing that, after I'd done all the admin work I could possibly do, because obviously most of the work involves me playing FM, so I couldn't do it. I was generally watching episodes of Kitchen Nightmares on the TV in between each one. Just pause it for a bit, come back. Oh. Oh yeah. Russell doesn't like the F word. He's got sensibilities, you see. Oh. This is second. Can we second phase them? Yeah, Rafa is keeping them in this game. They just haven't created enough in the second half, sadly. That's the thing. There's just been no real options. He's offside. Yeah, Champions League will be full match. We have to do these on comprehensive, though, otherwise we just wouldn't be able to get everything in on stream. Oh, damn. That was close. I thought that was the moment. I mean, he's offside anyway, and he's still missed. Was that a formation change? It's a bit late now, but why not, right? Better late than never, I suppose. At least it isn't 3-2. This is true. Keeper, where are you? I think he could have come and claimed that. Oh no, he's fouled him. Fiona! God damn it. Darren Reddin, thank you very much for the follow. Do you know Reddin Darren by any chance? Keeper's leaving a lot of space there. Yeah, he shouldn't have been offside there, really. He has to do better than that. And Millie with the 100 bits again. Thank you, Millie. I do appreciate that. And it's another great save.
Since Russell objected to the no word, the Ferencvárosi manager is currently going mad. I appreciate the insights, but what the flip are you doing on our team bench? Get back into the stands before I call security.
It's just me and Luba Mihov just sat at the end of the bench pretending that we fit in. We've both got like fake noses and moustaches on. It's fine. And then there's just an entity called Chato sat next to us. Unless he... Oh, God, big header. Yes, right now. Puskás is on. Andras Puskás is on Ferencváros. This is a big moment. Dressed in full kit. Lads, a bit of intensity would be lovely. Like, you are actually losing this game at the moment. Full Ferencváros kits. Take your time. Like, any plans to maybe try and move the ball forward? Unless this is just the ultimate strategy. To get that one last little opportunity here. Just a little bit of urgency would be lovely. Aruda now on the right-hand side. And that's probably going to end up being nothing, isn't it? Because that's not even going to go out for a... What was that as a highlight? They had such clean possession and they just did nothing with it. There were so many little options for them to slide a ball into the strikers. And they just didn't take the chance to play the ball. I mean, luckily, they'll be on the bench for our final too. Benavides. Right, now, Urza needs to knock this down. Okay, they've won a free kick. Don't you know who pays your wages? Damn right. Still my phone. Oh, Fabrizio brings it down. Blocked. And out for a free kick because it's offside again. There's no way. 2 minutes of stoppage time. There's no way. So no, we're not, Branav. So basically, we're doing a Building a Nation save where, I'm not managing this team. We're doing a Building a Nation save where the idea is we're trying to make Hungary the best league in the world. But we can only manage one team, which is the team we're managing is MTK Budapest. But what we're doing is we're loaning players to the other teams in the league to try to make them better and allow them to get better as a result of that. And the way that that has culminated this season is that we've had Ferencváros get to the Europa Conference League final and Haladáš reaching the Europa League final, along with us in the Champions League final later down the line. But no, we're not managing the other two sides. We simply loan them footballers. So that their squad gets better, they therefore buy better players, in theory, and therefore also loan better players and all kinds of other good stuff. It's a good pass-through for Suhi, but Pretzel's there. But I think that one little moment of like the loss of concentration in that first half where Canahan lost the ball was enough for that to happen, and that is it. Ferencváros 0, Spurs 1. The curse of the Conference League continues. 6 times now a final has been lost in the Conference League in a row. But they were better. Spurs were just better. Yeah, I'm doing my own network save with me. All the loans. I don't know the exact number. I mean, our wage budget is 2.8 million a week. And with 134 players out on loan. But obviously, a lot of them are on quite low wages because a lot of them start very young. And we do have a few guys that are on like 40, 50k out on loan. Like most of the big strikers at the other teams are on huge money as well. It's a sad... But thank you very much for the 12 bits, New England Patriots. I do appreciate that. Very finished. They came third. Oh no, a network Building a Nation save would work perfectly, but the logistics behind it would be almost impossible, I would say, just to make that actually function. I can't believe that. Surely, just statistically, having 6... Like, in the last... So, how many years is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 years, 6 Hungarian sides have been in the final and lost every single one of them. The Conference League is on my list. That's actually mad. 6 finals in the last 9 years and they've lost all of them. 5 different teams as well. 5 different teams have tried and all of them have lost. Spurs have won a trophy. Yeah, so now let's see. So it was 25.1. So now that we know that they've got there, we'll see if there's any bonuses. Yes. So you don't get any bonus for winning it. You just get an appearance fee. That's interesting. So there's no bonus for winning it. So there we go. Yeah, so they're up to 25.3 on the year. We just drop ourselves down. Okay, so yeah, we're going to win the year, no matter what happens, because that's the last England... Yeah, so we're 4-11 in finals for Hungary at the moment. No, 3-11. We've got our 2 wins, Haladáš's win, and that's it. Did I say appearance fee? I don't know what I'm on about. Appearance fee? But yeah, so we are going to be second next season, though, which is actually outrageous. I've never seen anything like this. To go from 7th to 2nd in one season is actually outrageous. They're just not hungry. We're hungry for success. Right. Okay. Our turn. The big one. Sort of. Not really. Oh, hang on. Wrong view. That's the one. Anyone interesting? No. Although Leandro Lenti is a cool name. So I'll give him that. That's all he's getting. But while we're thinking about it... Oh, yeah, true. If we won the final, we'd end up playing Haladáš in the Super Cup. And bear in mind, we've always lost the Super Cup. Ironically, both times we've won the Super... Wait. Hang on a minute. Chat, this could be a good omen. MTK kit back on. I'm wearing it. All predictions, yes. My bad. In fact, if Water could sort that, if he's still in chat, that would be awesome. I think, no, I'll do it. Let me just... I literally keep forgetting. Right, so it was Spurs. There you go. So, yeah. Omens chat. Spurs won the Europa League both times we won the Champions League. Also, Spurs have just won the Conference League. Is that an omen for us to potentially win the Champions League again? Because Spurs have won a European trophy. All of our European trophy wins have come in seasons where Spurs have won a European trophy. Now, we wouldn't play them in the Super Cup this time, which means we might actually have a chance to win it. Right, what was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to set up the full match now, so I don't forget. Right, so we'll get that now. Cool. That's insane, Luke. How on earth did you manage that? Like, the closest I've ever seen was when we had Dundalk get to the semis of the Champions League during the last save, and they got absolutely mugged off by the AI, an AI Benfica as well. Okay, it's big boys. It's Madrid. We also were in Kiev both times. Yeah, this is going to be difficult because, of course, what was the injury he got in the end? A back strain, presumably from carrying the weight of them all the way down the wing all year long. So there's a thing at the top that will tell you what happens in the finals and whatnot. Oh, yeah. It's just easier to have the pinned message than doing it before. So Maximilian Bayer, he must be fairly old by now, right? 37-year-old just won the Golden Boot in the Conference League. Big up Maximilian Bayer. Also Nando and Blaz Durin in there as well. Young player of the year for Blaz Durin. He's very good. Actually, that's what we're going to do. We're going to compare them, won't we? Him and Zivkovic. Don't mind me, just scrolling. Good lord. So they're both probably playing like that. So yeah, Blaz is better in the dribble and a better first touch, but he's worse in the outright finishing. His passing slightly better and his technique is better. Anticipation's better. Composure's the same. Decision's the same. Off the ball's better. Work rate's slightly worse. Acceleration's the same. Agility's slightly worse. Balance is slightly better. Stamina's worse. They're both right-footed, both 5'11". Zivkovic is a bit chonkier. Blaz is actually better. I mean, they're both ridiculously good. He's also 2 years younger. Blaz versus Van Dam. I think that's a pretty much straight up one for Baz. I don't see Van Dam being better than him. Nah, that's particularly on the mentals. Blaz absolutely dwarfs him on the mentals. And also in some of the physical areas. Technically, though, Sem is very, very good. But he's just not... Actually, he's pretty close, technically. In many ways. Bobby. Oh, yeah, Bobby will probably beat them both. Wait, he'll be in there as Bobby Tree. Yeah, you can see... This is where Bobby takes over. But then Bobby's also 29. But he's not that far off. But he's got better finishing. Hits them on the same in this one. He's got better passing. His technique's the same. Ticks all the boxes here as well. Literally matches him. Other than work rate there, he's also got better acceleration, slightly worse pace, better in the air as well. He's not that much better, but he is better. Oh, and Milovanovic too, yeah. I think Milovanovic, where he's going to lack, he's going to be excellent technically, but I think he's going to lack the physicals and mentals yet, but he'll get there. Yeah. So this is the thing. Like, in the tent poles, Milovanovic is outrageous. No, his real name is not Bobby Tree. I'll show you in a sec. Blaz is from our club, yeah. He's out on loan at Ferencváros. There you go. Robert Trikizjevic. Hence why we call him Bobby Tree. Oh, James, that's the last thing you want. But you can see here that... Actually, his mentals aren't awful. But they're not on the same level as Blaz yet. And also, technically, the one thing that he really does lack... He's faster. Actually, he's not. He's just got better acceleration. He doesn't have any jumping reach. He's surprisingly heavy, considering. He's a left-footer, though, so it's a little bit different. There's a lot of options that we've got. That's the cool thing. Cheeseburger, 5 chicken. Oh, you got the... Your legend. Mozza. Oh, what are they like? I haven't had those yet. Kalabayev out. Interesting. Oh, Milovanovic is very good, which is why we're debating as to whether he should start the final. Oh, my God. Hello, Velas Sarsfield. Alejandro Pavoni. 16! Pacey, great dribbling, good on both feet, lovely bit of... Whoa! Tell you what, Tuesday stream is going to be fun. Also, this guy here, Pablo Zurita, 17 years old. His mum still buys his trousers. Damn right, and I bet those trousers have grass stains all over them. 16? Sorry, I just randomly channeled the spirit of Nepenthes there for a moment. And Fabrizio Irusta, he's not bad either, honestly. That's going to be fun as fuck. Core. We're going to have so many interesting players to look at on Tuesday's stream because we're just saving them up. Okay. Right. Team meeting. Absolutely fucking not. No, I'm away this weekend, so there's no Sunday stream. Which is part of the reason as well why I was keen to get this all done today, basically. Guabira. Not a team I'm super familiar with. But they're on there. Philip Scover, how dare you imply such a thing? How dare you? Oh, finally. Oh my god, it's finally happened. This has gone under the radar, chat. It has finally happened. Spartacus have finally been promoted. After circling whatever the opposite of a drain is. The Hoover? I don't know. It sucks it up, doesn't it? For the last several years trying to get promotion. They've finally done it. Also, both sides that got relegated are not coming back up. So Spartacus will come up. Cock Ringerling. Oh yeah, by the way, chat. If you've missed... This is a real person. No, sorry. This is a real name. This is not like a nickname. This is his actual name. But he is actually good. So yeah, he's with his 39 goals this season has guided Zalagaseg to the top flight. Look at these last two seasons. 36 in 38. And this year he went one better with 39 in 37. 39 in all comps last time. 42 in all comps this time. He is just ridiculously good. Why is Cock Ringerling good? I don't know. But he's a bit of an attribute merchant. The cock is up. He is up, my friends. Also, Boya guiding Spartacus up. There's a load of these guys knocking about there. Ringerling is bringing the vibes. Damn straight he is. I love how almost all of these players are players on from us, like Barrera as well, who was the guy that had that ludicrous season for Zalagaseg where he got 49 in a single league season and then moved on a free transfer to Budapest and then didn't play. So now he's back in the second tier again. Oh, right. Okay. Prediction. Yeah, I'll sort our prediction out. Start a prediction. Right. New one. Will we win the UCL? I'll give you 5 minutes on that one. We got yes and no. Those are your options. Let's go. I feel like I'm pretty confident that we've got a chance. What could possibly go wrong? Zach, thank you for the follow. Honved were in Europe a while ago. Their story lately has been somewhat checkered. So, for example, this was when they got into Europe. This was actually 11 years ago now, right? Then finished outside of Europe the next season. Then they sort of struggled. Then they kind of just hovered around for a little bit. Then I think they briefly touched on Europe again there. And then, yeah, just went down. 11th place, then got promoted again. Now they've been relegated again. And this year they're not coming back up again. I love that they've got actual Ferenc Puskás in there, though, which is good. Ooh, what we got then? 300,000 points. Is that on us? That's brave. That is brave. I rate that. Okay, we've still got a few more days. Or is it today? Oh, no, it's today. Right. Decisions have to be made in a minute. This is going to be fun. Flamengo. Ooh. Wait, really? Oh, is it because there's an under... Ah, they're all in the under-19 squad. Okay. Interesting, actually. That means I have to make sure that we only scout the reserves next time. They keep moving their bloody players around. They're all going to come through the scouting reports anyway. There's a guy called Lando there. Alexandre Lando. Nice. Also Gladison. Like that. Sounds like someone's mum. I turned off all the redemptions just so that we could keep things on track today. Oh, right. Okay, here we go. Is Tree fit? Well, this is the thing. He is eligible. But whether he's fit or not is a different question. So they want to put Bobby back in. What's the situation with Bob like? Recommended max sharpness with a maximum of 45 minutes. So, oh, hang on. Trust them to put it there. One sec. So, injury susceptibility is very high. Training workload is medium. Fatigue is actually fresh. Severely lacking in match sharpness. I reckon he's a sub. Not a starter. Because I think he could have more of an impact then. If he goes for extra time, he's screwed. Yeah, but I think that Milovanovic has to get the nod, particularly with his performances that got us into this round in the first place. Velasquez and Yaman is fine. This is hilarious when they consistently want to put the right back at centre back and the centre back at right back. Darla is definitely much better there. Tex-Mex is at Manchester United now. He's moved on to pastures new. He just couldn't keep... he couldn't get in the team with the way that Singram was playing. And, yeah. He sadly had to move on. £70 million we got for him, though, so it wasn't the end of the world. Right. Milovanovic is fine. Ingram we definitely want there. Silva is fine there. The question then becomes who else gets onto the bench. LMS is not to start. Romero is definitely the backup for the left side here. Nunez is good for this role here. Sem Van Dam is also only just coming back from fitness as well. Carpenu. The question is, does Mihai start or does Carpenu start? Because to me, Carpenu would be a better as a substitute because we can put him wherever we want. Whereas Mihai can only play that one position, pretty much. And Carpenu is so versatile that if we need a sub, we can put him in any of the front 4 positions, technically, including striker, though I wouldn't. He can play all the back. Fruta is this guy here. His name is actually Eric Pastels, but I call him Fruta because fruit pastels. Because I'm a child. Better goalkeeper since we signed Gašić. Gašić, for a start. He's been absolutely flawless, I would say. I've very rarely seen any mistakes from Gašić at all. Other than that one random mistake that didn't actually cost us. Better consistency between them. Between who? Bear in mind as well, Mihail can really only play... He's also injury prone, high consistency. He hasn't scored or assisted. That is very true. And Carpenu doesn't have... He doesn't have bad consistency, but he doesn't have good consistency either. I think that Mihail is the one to start. I think that's the one. Hey, the Marsh Bar. Ogley will never play. No, Mihail actually is a weird one. The story with him is strange. So he actually came through at... I'll show you. At Lokomotiva, weirdly, in Croatia. He was then loaned to the Hungarian League, and we spotted him randomly in Lokomotiva's youth team. So we brought him for £1.5 million. He's then been loaned to Honvéd and then spent the last 4 years on loan at Újpest, but then he refused to go back out on loan. So this year, because he's so good, has actually just become a starting member of our team. But he is Hungarian. Like, was born in Hungary. It's just that, he came through in a Croatian club, which is really interesting. Big Manovic. Ooh, yes. I just called him Big Manovic. Big Manovic. I was thinking about big matches and Milovanovic, and I've just called him Big Manovic. I kind of want to just call him that now. He's got a good touch for a Big Manovic. Yeah. The fact that he's got 4 jumping reach as well. That's fun. Right, okay, he's getting that as a nickname now. It's one of those, like, in-between nicknames. Provided this room. Big Manovic. No! God damn it! Fuck it, he's just getting it as his surname then. There we go, Big Manovic. Vojislav Big Manovic. 'Tis done. This is how the best nicknames come about. So, nothing to do with big matches. Oh, no, he does like big matches, actually. Which is really good news. So, do you remember last time when we didn't play Patrice? Because we didn't like the big match thing, but then we lost the game as well. I think we just start him this time. I think that's all we can really do. That's the best team we can possibly put out. There's no real changes I want to make. Like, the substitutions will be simple ones, right? So, it'll be Romero on for Sogos later in the game. Bobby Tree potentially for Big Manovic. Maurice if we absolutely have to. Carpenu for any one of these positions, really. I think we trust the guys that got us here, other than obviously Bobby, who's just not fit to play. Besides, if Patrice does a fuck up, I'll just reach for the button, as I always do. Okay, let me move back across. I like that he's got his full name on his kit. It's even better. End of the year, right? I don't know what's actually. I've not had that situation happen so far. Slippery. I see you signed Adam Johnson. Okay. Right. So who have they got then? They've got Josh Collins. They've got Aaron DeBelder in there too. Tavernier, the guy I wanted to sign. Pedro Ilunga, Michael Kemper, Phil Neville. Hang on. Didn't Phil Neville play for us last year as well? Play against us last year? Great. So Phil Neville is going to play against us in back-to-back Champions League finals, which is concerning. When he's not managing Jamaica, that is. Any weird injuries? Not really, no. We haven't had any more loft injuries. Jamaica manager Phil Neville is on the bench for Real Madrid. It's timeless, it's true. Those mid-journey pictures we did of Phil Neville with dreadlocks are still haunting my dreams a little bit. Let's go. Right. Who did they actually start? They've still got Rafa Luis in the team, so he must be getting on a little bit. Matthijs Tell, best player in the world, allegedly, on the bench there for Alvaro Arbeloa's side. Oh. Yeah, Arbeloa's been manager for ages. Michael Oliver is refereeing the match. I'm trying to remember the last time that we had a Champions League match that wasn't refereed by Michael Oliver, because he definitely refereed the semi-final as well. Oh no, he can't have them. Oh no, I'll tell you the last time it was the Chelsea game. Manager name. The manager name was based on a player from our previous save who was a good player during the save, but he turned out to be an absolutely outrageous manager during the looking forward part of the save, and he had more success with the club I was managing than I did. An expensive Belgian. He is Belgian. So yeah, he's facing the game. Okay. Yeah, he's never refereed any previous matches, despite the fact that we've been refereed by him multiple times. Yes, he was the Europa League referee as well. Yeah, Michael Oliver is he's like Mr. Meesix, but it's just Michael Oliver. So this is full match, remember, so we've got to be careful. And now we actually might have to make changes, potentially. But not after 24 seconds. I think we've got decent chances. We knocked Real Madrid out the Champions League last season on the way to the final. So I think we've got as good a chance as them. I'd rather play them than Liverpool, who were the other potential opponent, despite the fact that they beat Liverpool. We lost to Liverpool last year and it was frustrating. But hey, it's all up to the lads now. It's a good ball over the top initially. Keeper's coming out here. Oh, 38 in real life. Okay, so that would make him like, what, mid-50s? We're in season 18, so he'd be like 56, trotting about doing Champions League finals. Fair play. Hopefully Wembley won't become Wembley today, yeah. Yeah, don't want to make any changes after 24 seconds. Don't get lulled into that one right now. It's always hard to tell. Like, against Real Madrid, we're comfortably better than them in the home match, like against last year where we put 4 past them. We've clearly got the quality, but it's a question of what that's going to mean today in a neutral venue, because they're going to push out at us a little bit here, we expect. And Enrique's already done Dala, ball across, and it's really nice header, actually, from Patrice. That's more like it. Sogos, I think, could be key for us today. He's so good. Oh, Yaman getting back as well. And Bubble with a resub for 33 months. Thank you very much, bub. And it's headed over the crossbar. First blood Real Madrid there as far as chances go. Just got to keep an eye on all the player ratings to make sure that we stay good. We're going to play out from the back. Hopefully try and play our way through them. We just need Velázquez to not get a random red card today. We need him to stay on his best behaviour. We need Montiel and Valome to do their business. And just get Sogos forward and hope for the best. Mihail, it's a nice idea again for Ingram. If I had to pick a player that's going to be the hero for us today, I actually reckon Sam Ingram's going to do it again. He's just got that in him. I think today might be the day that it really does come out. But it's also a huge deal for Milovanovic today. To go from being a sort of, substitute striker, backup striker, to now starting in the Champions League final is quite an achievement for him. But he earned it. Like the hat-trick he scored in the semi. Oh, good lord. He's earned it. 200. Maybe not. He got that dog. He's a devious dog. I don't know if you guys have seen that TikTok, but I enjoyed it tremendously. Who won the Conference League? It was Spurs, sadly. The scorelines are in the top, the pinned message as well, in case you're interested and you've just joined us. Oh yeah, I just fucked. You devious dog. No, is she in the car with you right now? Yeah. You devious dog. It just gets me every time. It's so good. Oh. This has been a really scrappy first 5 minutes here, with no real openings for... Well, they had that one header, but other than that... Some players do just literally have it. No, you're dead right. And Ingram is one of those guys. Anymore? No, we haven't... Pog and I have yet to have a repeat Pasio competition. Actually, look at that. Ingram just driving forward and finds Milovanovic. This is what I mean. He's got that fire in his belly to just go. Oh, Big Manovic has got it. Oh, dear. Real Madrid looks shaky. Oh, that was a good chance. Driving crew in the Midwest. Yeah, I've had those as well. They're so good. Ball in. Ingram. Oh, nice. Knocks it down, though. Darlow will have another go at it. It's cleared again, but the pressure is on. Velázquez with a poor decision, but actually, it's kind of worked out. Oh, that was a bloody dangerous tackle to be putting in your own penalty area there, I must say. He's absolutely cleaned him out. He must have got the ball there, because that was a naughty one. Whew. I feel like they should at least check that one with VAR, right? But still. What's the point anymore in it? To be fair, it's their 4th major trophy of the save in terms of European trophies. They've won 3 Europa Leagues. But the thing we have on our side is every year that Spurs have won a trophy that we've been in a final, we've won. And that's 2 for 2 so far, so you never know. Oh, Ilunga's going to shoot this, and it's a good save from... That's just a really good stop from Gacic. And it's offside. Phew. Oh. It's actually kind of interesting just how deep Velasquez sits here when we play this out from the back. He never gets the ball, but he's always just there as a passing option, so we never get caught out there. Mihail with a bit of speed now. Oh, that is a yellow and a half. Surely that's a straight up yellow card for De Belder there. He's just pulled him to the ground, yeah. Yes, we're doing full game. Mental. Also a bit of a strange decision. Send the dirty bugger off. Ball in. Montiel's header. Knocked down Mihail. Brings it up. Oh, Montiel was offside. God damn it. Why does my chat keep pausing? There we go. Oh, I've accidentally scrolled out there. Oopsie. In fact, let me just check that now. Yeah, we're fine. That was a horrible assault from behind. Yeah, it was a very professional foul. I don't think he was probably getting through on goal there. But the good thing about having him on a yellow now is Mihail can continue to run him ragged now. And Ingram's in the space again. Oh, look, he just goes through the guy's legs. He's pulling out all the stops here. That was a lunge and a half from Darla. But getting an early booking there that's such a good pass. But oh, no, it's not. Sorry. The perspective was all skewed on it. Mihail is really good at just getting the ball, spinning in behind. Yeah. Real Varma, I can't think of a pun. Varmadrid? No, Real Var... Oh, my words. A nice red card for De Belder would be very nice. And that's Yamin just sticking the boot in there. No, he's on goalkeeper defend just because... or does he? Vadrid, that'll do. Yeah, he's just goalkeeper defend. Because I don't like goalkeepers doing things. It's just... I don't want him doing as... I want him doing as little as possible for the most part. Because of how it used to be. Oh, god damn, he's pulling out all the tricks. Oh, don't give him a booking for this. Surely this isn't a yellow. No, I was going to say, have some consistency, ref. That's never a yellow. So far, though, a lot of possession for Real Madrid. Like, a lot of possession. Which does make you wonder if actually the Fortress might be an idea for us if this game is still... We'll give it to like half an hour, though. I want to get some data, because obviously the possession stat can come massively back into us. But I do want to see if the Fortress could be an option for us in the second half, potentially. Because obviously, Milovanovic can't play in that system, so we'd have to use Bobby for it. But with the amount of possession they've got, us on the counter-attack could be very interesting. Yeah, FM's very weird with the way it calls. I think it's because FM looks at every situation and just decides, is this a yellow, rather than having any context for what's around it, which is why you get so many early yellow cards in FM that you simply would not get in real life. There's so many early bookings. You'll have like some games where there's like 3 or 4 bookings in the first 10 minutes. That just never happens in real life. Even if the challenges were worthy, half the time the referee's just like, you know what, it's early in the game, sort your head out kind of thing. But I think they do need to have a little look at that in FM, because I think you get more bookings than you should as a result of that. Not that you should, rather, so much as more bookings than is slightly realistic, potentially. Oh, Ingram biting back there. I'm loving it. He's defending from the front. He's on a 7 rating as well. Ingram is absolutely running the show for us in this game so far. Yamin does well again. Mihal's on the right now. Sorry, the left-hand side. Every game in their saves. Oh, I don't know. There's a guy I've heard about, you might say. Text was on 7.1 right now. You know he might be. But right now he's crying into his Oasis albums up in Manchester. So I'm more card happy, but like, in real life, you don't see like 4 bookings in the first 10 minutes of matches. And in FM, I feel like that happens far too often. It's a good save from Gacic. Ms. Dr. Fizz Doctor, thank you very much for the follow. For repeated fouls. Yeah, exactly. The totting up never happens, really. And also sometimes, maybe it kind of accounts for that by just offering random yellow cards occasionally, because you do see like a player will get a random yellow for a nothing challenge and it's their first foul. I feel like it's the game kind of, yeah. He could have been the one to save MTK. Okay, but finally a bit of ball, but again, like, nobody's down to like a 6-5, which is the key. And Ingram's still on a 6, is actually on a 7 already. So it's good to have a player like that doing so well in this game, and that might well be a foul. I'm surprised that wasn't the yellow card, honestly. Yellow cards for his team. Yeah, I used some of that as inspiration for the red card video I made, where we got, was it 50 red cards in a single season? Oh, hang on, breakaway chance. Right, where's the run? No, what are you doing? It's an absolute, what an absolute waste. God, I find that FM, players are really bad at knowing the right passes on counter-attacks. I find that players will stick rigidly to your tactical instructions, no matter how, which is good in a way, but I feel like there's certain scenarios where you just don't want that. And there's nothing you can stop them about it. They will not play that long ball through when there's a clear tackle. That probably should have been a yellow card for Yamin, honestly, so we've got away with one there. Patrice is down to a 6.5, by the way. Concerning times. The last thing we need is for him to start having an absolute shitter here. Well, some of our best chances might actually come from clearance headers here, with Montiel getting the clearance, but we can't get to the second ball. Plus, they've left 3 guys back this time, so... Yeah, there's a stare off, and to be fair, Yamin's a scary man. I mean, he's like 5'8", but he's a scary 5'8". Right, just knock that back to the keeper. Okay. Brave play. Right, we've got to get this ball forward a bit more. There we go. Mihal into the pocket. Oh, that's a foul. He's just kicked at him. I mean, I'm just saying. That could... Maybe book him for that. He's just had a full-on swipe at Milovanovic. Patrice. Don't know why he's there, but like, if you're going to go up, at least actually go up for the... Oh, hang on, Silva. Body's in the box. Oh, it's a good cross as well, and they just couldn't get the man in the right position for it. Bonzi, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Patrice has a habit of going missing in these types of games. But the only other options really was Maurice or LMS, and I just think that Patrice's overall quality in terms of attributes was enough. But, you know, if I have to substitute him later, if he goes down to like a 6.2 or something, then I will do it. Nice, here we go. Right, there's the pass. Please, please. Oh, no. He's just... It feels like he's on the balls of his feet. He's not on his toes enough. He needs to be really waiting for those moments to make those runs. Because so far, Mihal's on a 6.5 as well now, unfortunately. Bond, thank you for the follow. Possession is still very, very heavily in favour of Real Madrid. I'm planning strategies for the second half here. Why are you heading it there? I hate that header. That specific header is very annoying. I'm thinking Bobby Tree later, obviously, but also I think Fortress later would be a good one for us because it would give us a chance to be better defensively, but also provide counter-attacking threat way more so. In a game where we're not getting a lot of the ball, it's sort of perfect for it. Yeah, exclamation mark loans. Full match is so deceptive, but the fact is we still have got very little possession in the first 17 minutes. Usually I want to give it like half an hour as well. So we'll see where we're at like half an hour. If we're still in like the into the 30s in possession after half an hour, I think that was an indicator that we're not going to get a lot of the ball in this game. We're going to have to do something to try and change that, or at the very least use that to our advantage. Sem's also not back from fitness. He's got the same level of fitness as Bobby does, so if I've got a choice between the two of them, Bobby's the one coming on. Because they both had injuries at the same time, unfortunately, which is why Milovanovic has been thrown into the team so much. Right, Montiel with a big clearance header again. God, he's good from that position. One tick above. I always found that normal speed is just that little bit too slow for my liking. So it's always like one notch above the mid speed. Just doesn't feel right watching it like completely... Yeah. I see some people, like psychopaths, that watch it at like insane speed. I'm just like, how is this enjoyable? Oh, hang on a minute. Wait a minute, Mihail. He's into the box nearly. Can he keep going? Pulls it across. Go on, have a shot. No, please just shoot. Ah. Somebody, please don't let this die without us having at least one shot on target, or at least a shot that doesn't get blocked. My damn. Squad numbers day or European group stage draws days? I couldn't care less about either, honestly, because like, if you're in real life, like, unless Fulham were in it, I'm not bothered by a European group stage draw. And squad numbers day, who cares really? For me, anyway. Well, I'd rather him at least take the shot at that point, because he wasn't clearly going to play a good pass. It was a very congested penalty area. It's another foul. Possession's coming down a little bit now. And Mihal's rating's gone up slightly too, which is good. Patrice has also bumped himself back up again, so he seems to have recovered from that early blip in form. So nobody's really letting us down too much currently, which is all I really want. I want everyone to be at least average for the time being. They're playing that pass into Pedro Enrique a lot, and Darla is not really dealing with it very well, but that's well played. Right, now, got to find that breakaway. Silva's got to drive towards him. Now he's got space. Ah! Again, poor decision-making. He has to go out wide with that. Ah, it's a really good pass. Ilunga's in, and he's the wrong side, but oh, that is brilliant defending from Sogos. Wow! Absolutely superb defending from that Alessio Sogos. And well done again. That's not even his name, is it? Alessio. Isn't it Andrea? That's nice. Right, bring it down. He's lost it again. Marco Enrique. The problem with... Yeah, it's not a bad idea, actually. Particularly as Darla's got the... Let's have a look. Hang on, I don't want to make any changes unnecessarily, but... Because to me... Yeah, we've only got show on the weaker foot, which is good. I'm going to ticker and press and tight mark him. I actually do agree with that. Because we do kind of want Darla to just sit on him and prevent that run. Because that seems to be their biggest outlet right now. Is trying to play that diagonal ball into the channel for Enrique. Just Sogos one. Nah, he's already got like 25 caps for Italy, sadly, because he is genuinely that good. Like, Ilunga has looked okay, but he's not caused anywhere near as much trouble as... Then again, I suppose it is just because Sogos is the perfect wingback in many ways. He just knows where to be at all times. Oh, that's a terrible touch, and I've praised him now, which means we're about to concede, and Darla was in the right spot. Good. Okay. Little tiny tweaks. Take the games in more, I suppose. I just find it uncomfortable watching it any faster than this speed. Best friend in the world. I don't know how we would work out that information. Because the Ballon d'Or winner is by far not the best player in the world, even close. Because, yeah, he's just an old player and therefore has high rep. What on earth? Why is he heading it there? There's nobody around him. That was bad. I've praised him and now he's pulling a shitter out of him. John, how's it going, man? Zogos is on a 6-9 though in this game. So he's actually one of the better performing players as it goes. Both him and Darla are putting in good shifts, but it might be because they're on the defense the entire time. Mihal with a great header there. We've just seen little to nothing out of Milovanovic in this game. I've barely seen him touch the ball, sadly. We've just not been able to get him on the ball at all. Bad cross on the keeper. Yeah, true, but like, he doesn't need to head it. All he has to do is let the ball roll past him and just pick it up. There's no one around him. But then maybe he just has like, maybe his anticipation wasn't there, he just wasn't concentrating and he thought there was a player closer than they were. All sorts of things. Yeah, the opposition defensive headers are very bad sometimes. The amount of times my players will head the ball back to the opponent instead of just letting it go to the goalkeeper or heading it to the goalkeeper is bizarre. Hey, Dorian, what a time indeed. We're on the third of 3 finals today. And this one's, well, it's going okay. But Real Madrid are looking like the better side. And now at 25 minutes, the possession is still very much in their favour. I'd honestly be tempted at half-time to maybe make a switch of Milovanovic on for me. Milovanovic stays on, but he moves out wide. And then Bobby comes on to play in the centre in the fortress, potentially. For the second half, because we're just not getting any of the ball. And I think we could make more... bloody hell. I think we'll make more hay if we play on the counter-attack like this. Here we go. Ingram's through. He's got to find the right pass, though, and he's not going to, is he, at all? Because he's just going to lose the ball. I should also be shouting. Something I've forgotten to do. Because at the moment, we're just sat too much on the back foot. Which is surprising, because normally we don't... normally teams don't get this much possession against us. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, rarely ever are Champions League finals absolute classics anyway, but this one has certainly been far from that. Alfie AQ, thank you very much for the follow. They're just looking better and better. But what I will say is, since we made that slight tweak, Pedro Enrique has definitely had less of an impact in this game now. He's not got on the ball anywhere near as much, and I think that is definitely going to play a factor in this, but we need to then use that to create stuff going forward ourselves. But they've not been able to play that same diagonal anywhere near as often, because Darla, like, he's still there, and they're trying to go for Ilunga now, but Sogos is just better in those positions, and that's, again, a waste. And Callum AFC, thank you very much for the follow. Streamed. Oh, easily. There was the one against Chelsea where we absolutely clapped them. And that was probably the most exciting one. Because there was so much stuff going on. They got a red card. We were like tacticking all over the shop, trying to find the right way through them. And we eventually did get it. I think the Chelsea one was definitely the best. What was the other one we did? I'm trying to think the first one we won. Mihail slips it through, and again, the pass is just not quite there. Close, though. Oh, no, the first final was PSG. That was in like season 7. That was a very bad final. We got absolutely humped in that one. Yeah, Kunwali. Oh, a yellow card for Montiel. Is first. No. The Champions League is the last final. It's always like the curtain dropper of the season, I suppose. As Kemper's through. This is going to be a goal, isn't it? Good save. Oh, the Inter one where Bobby scored late. Yes, actually, that was a good final too. Yeah. It is. European finals are just... the reason I like to ramp up the stress as well by playing it a full match, just because it keeps the tension really high as well, right? We need to... It's such a waste. Yeah, Milo's just not making the runs. He's also... It's not that he's not making them as well. It's just that they're also deliberate. They're stopping him from making them as well. Yes. Missed the first two. Yeah. So the pinned comment is the results of the other two finals from today. Right, that's it back inside. Now Yamin's got a bit of space. And right, here we go. Look at the overlap from... What on earth was that? Now Dala's got a bit of a problem, but now he's covered it off. That's fine. Oh, shit. Oh, good block. Yeah, exactly. You think every highlight's going to be something. Is Workball in the box on? No, it's not. Although... Do you know what? I'd actually be tempted to try that for the rest of the half, but I'm still thinking that the best strategy for us is probably a slight tweak at half-time, go to the fortress, and try to get Bobby on. Oh, Debelda with a dangerous tackle. I mean, if that goes wrong, he's probably off. But Mihal's... Actually, his rating's creeping up a bit now. Oh, no, it's not. It's still 6.5. Never mind. Sogos with the ball in. And actually, that's going to be causing problems for Madrid. Silva's got it. He's got support as well. And he's decided not to use the support because that would be silly. Hungary currently is 7th, but this season we're going to go 2nd. So as a result of the season we've had, we'll be 7th. We'll be 2nd in the coefficients. Bobby just makes those runs. I feel like Milovanovic does make those runs too, as we saw in the semi against Chelsea. He can make those runs. It's just Real Madrid have done a very good job at marshalling him today, and I just don't know if he has the experience to be able to get around that. And I wonder if Bobby coming from deep would be better. Against Barcelona. Yeah, that was a Barcelona game in the... I think it was actually only the quarterfinals as it goes. The one where Portilla gave away a goal and we ended up having to win on penalties despite battering them. It's tactic for tactics. I need to change that. Also, the lack of height, although he did win that he's got, might also be preventing us from getting up the pitch in certain scenarios too. That's a lovely pass for Dala, though. Here we go. Right, he needs to pick the right pass. Or just win us a corner or something. It's outplay. It is going to be a corner. Yeah, Velasquez getting away with all these fouls is actually quite impressive. Although, interesting to note now that Montiel has started losing a bit of rating. And now it's flicked it on. And it's in! It's MTK 1, Real Madrid 0. Miggy Montiel with the goal. Just as I was saying, he was playing poorly. He's come up with what potentially could be a Champions League winning goal. Come on. That is such a great cross from Michal. Back post. And look at that. Rises like a salmon. And I tell you what, Carozzo has a lot of questions to answer there because he has to save that. Like, the keeper's literally in the right spot, and he's basically just fumbled it in. Against the run of play, we take the lead through Miggy Montiel. Right. Now his rating's gone up. Damn right. And so has Mihal's rating, too, when it actually ticks over, which might actually help him a little bit. Get him some confidence. Come on. 1-0 up in the Champions League final. Now, remember, we were also 1-0 up against Liverpool last time, and we lost it. And Ingram's just had a kick out at Tavernier. Stop it. Got to make the most of them, we actually have. Now I'm even more leaning towards the fortress. Show the back of my shirt, yes! You can't really see it. Hang on. It does say Montiel. It's there. Oh. You'd love to see it. Oh. Well, I mean, technically it is a potentially Champions League winning. Oh, God, FM, not now with your fucking stupid... Leave me alone with my GPU, please. God damn it, FM. Behave. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's these fucking ad boards, man. Ah, there we go. Back again. Cool. Just sat across the living room. Oh, it'd be nice if we could FM the AI for once, yeah. Although this season we have actually had some fortunate results. Not even fortunate so much as, like, what I would call rep-rolly type results, where they had a lot of mistakes that led to our goals, I suppose. Oh. Needs to encourage the GP in it, yeah. Conference League Finals curse is still alive. Yes, sadly it is. 6 Conference League Finals, 6 defeats. It's a tough one, Daz. I was literally going to move the chair and get down on my knees, but I'm afraid that you might see my pants accidentally. Oh. Poor touch. That's fine. We're all good. Oh. I thought that was going straight in. Yeah, I mean, technically it is still a kickoff highlight, in a way. Yes, the other finals have already happened. This is the third and final. The final of the finals. Oh, nice little touch from Mihal. He's suddenly woken up a little bit now. Oh, better left unsaid. Hey, if it stays 1-0, you never know. Pants are a tier 3 exclusive. Yes, they are, unfortunately, yes. You get them in the mail every month. It's like a subscription box. As Ingram's through, he's found the pass from Big Manovic. Oh, he has to score. He has to score there. Brilliant defending again from the Real Madrid defender, but my lord, Big Manovic must be putting that in. Like, this is why I think Bobby at half-time, honestly. Bobby at half-time, go for... Actually, I don't know. Actually, we're winning, right? More chances are happening now that we're actually level. Now that we're in front as well. Real Madrid might have to change their style, so I might just leave it for a bit. at half-time. Do a bit like... If we're still 1-0 at half-time, I think I'll give it 15 in the second half as well. We want to spare Bobby if we can avoid it. We want to play as few minutes in this game as we can, ideally. Oh, it's a mystery box I want to avoid. Oh, there's no mystery. You know exactly what you're getting. I know the Europa League final was won. It was 2-0 to Haladash over Lazio. So we have won one final. Now, I'm thinking Real Madrid will have to start pushing at us a bit more now. And their style of play might change a little bit. So I want to make sure that we don't play into their hands too much. So we're winning. We leave it as it is for the moment. If it's still 1-0 at half-time, we'll assess our options for the second half and then try and give it like 15 minutes of the same thing in the second half. Maybe move to Fortress at 60, get Bobby on, move Milo out wide, or maybe even keep Mihail on, honestly, because he's provided the assists, albeit from a corner, but still. He looks like he's got a pass in him. Dennis Buzzy, thank you for the follow. Now it looks like we're actually starting to get a bit more possession. I wonder if the work one of the box change actually has been more pivotal than we thought. Because that... No, the possession hasn't so much come down, but it's... I feel like we're more composed when we are on the ball. Hey, amateur. They've done well. We're 50%. So won the Europa League, lost the Conference League, as is the tradition. At least it wasn't a 3-2 defeat, I suppose. Only the 1-0 defeat to Spurs. And they just, Ferencváros just didn't have enough for them. Made some strange tactical decisions as well, which didn't help. That is a wicked cross, and Silva's there, and it is going to be another corner. We've already proven so far in this game that the deliveries, although weirdly, it's going to be Silva delivering it this time and not Mihail. Strangely. Oh, hang on. Go on, Yamin. Oh, that is a bloody great effort. It's over the bar, but that is an absolute thunderbolt. I mean, it's dead even in terms of the chance creation in this game. Now the possession is starting to come towards us a bit more. Dick Bars from set pieces too. I can't remember. Maybe? I don't know, but it's nice to see it happen. I think Miggy has actually scored in the Champions League final before. I don't know which one it was. It might have been the Chelsea one where we got a lot of goals. Silva sips it through. Big Manovic! I think he's offside there. The pass was wrong. They needed to play the pass to, I think, Ingram, had made a great run. But Milovanovic is just looking a bit... Are you not using near post corner tactic? I mean, did you see the goal? It wasn't near post. It was the far post corner tactic. We have rotating corner strategies that do near post and far post. Full match lasts 90 minutes. Nah, it lasts about 70 usually. You'll see that it will skip little bits when the ball goes out of play, basically. So it probably takes about 70 to 80 minutes. Is there anything on corner tactics? I don't know what you mean by that. As in, we have corner tactics, yes. The real hero is Daniel Lima. No, he's won things, and he's allowed that Spurs team to beat us in 2 different Super Cups. We've still never won the Super Cup. Both times we've won the Champions League, we've lost the Super Cup to Spurs. Which I feel like is just an embarrassment in many ways. Like on a video it use. No, I mean, it's just... They're in my tactics, but that's about it. It's just near post corners, far post corners, really. That's about it. Some of them, I think we have a player coming short as well. It's not something I feel the need to make a video about. I don't think it would be worthwhile. There's not enough for me to say to make it worth a full video. If I want to make a video on something, I always want it to be worth the person's time to view it, I guess. That's why I speak so fast. Saving your time, chat. 500 IQ. Silva brings it down. It's a dreadful touch. Speaking of... Actually, not speaking of that at all. Have you guys seen the new Aberdeen away kit? Or it might be their third kit. Inspired by the Northern Lights. A mate of mine showed it to me a couple of days ago. It is ridiculously nice. Like, so lovely. Yeah, plus with corner tactics, it's so weird. I've been looking to see... It could be a short, but bear in mind that I don't think they're even my tactics. I think it's just a case of put it near post. Kind of what everyone does, right? Tambo, thank you very much for the follow. I think the original ones I got were used to be off of FM Veteran. He used to have some really good corner tactics. How is Silva getting away with that? He must be getting a booking this time. Don't know why. Oh, I love it. I think it looks so sick. I might actually get one if I can. Yellow card for Silva for that. Yeah, so if you want the tactic, Tombs, just download one of my tactics. Like the full tactic, because it will be embedded in there and you can just steal it out of there. Is this the one? Let's have a look. Just pause the Champions League final. Don't worry about that. Don't mind me. Yes. I really like that. I don't know about... I think they could do with some kind of... maybe a little bit of an out... Something to make that stand out a bit there. But still, I actually think it's a really nice kit. 60 quid is a lot, but it is a nice looking kit. I saw a Hibs kit yesterday. It looked a bit... honestly. Sequences with the ball is out of play for a game. True, yeah. If there's like a major injury for some, although sometimes when there's an injury, as has happened before, sometimes the game will get glitched out and it won't skip it. So one time I remember during a Champions League final, I can't remember which one it was, we literally sat there watching the physios just on the pitch for like 3 minutes straight. We were just having our own little chat, basically. Yeah, I was going to say, the trailer was what I was sent, and I think with the lighting it did look better, but even so, still there, it looks really, really good. Yeah, it is Bevy, isn't it? On the bevies. Oh, and a good block again. Okay. Nobody's really struggling other than Milovanovic. Oh, trust me, I've seen some of the weird kits. I mean, there was that stream. I can't remember what the bet was, but basically I said to chat, if we don't achieve X in this stream, I'll set you a budget of £50 and you get to pick me kits to buy off of classic football shirts. And for whatever reason, I think I actually ended up succeeding in the bet, and I used as a budget to buy myself a couple of shirts that I liked. But some of the stuff that chat found were absolutely mad. The Palm Beach Breakers one is still a lovely top, but the problem is it's just way too big for me. And I got it at the time when it was a little bit big for me, but now it's miles too big for me, unfortunately. The weird Cameroonian one. Oh, the Gas Boys shirt. That's how I know I finally hit my goal weight, when I can fit in the Gas Boys shirt. There's a Tromsø one? It's nice, but I feel like I like what they've done with it. It's just, it feels like they could have done more with it. I like it, but it's almost too on the nose in many ways. I actually have a training top that's got Northern Lights and stuff on it again. Right, okay, so second, unfortunately in Norwegian football, and Scandi football in general, there's a lot of sponsors. My Tromsø shirt's got tons of sponsors all over it, both on the front and the back. Yeah, I know what you mean, actually. It's just that if it was just, maybe they could have some stars on it or something, or even like constellations. That would be cool. Maybe 40 seconds route throw. Well, luckily that doesn't happen because, oh no, yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Because it jumps to the point where they're about to take it, but if they're wasting time, it will, yeah. Yeah, I really liked some of the kits for the Women's World Cup. They looked really cool. I saw something earlier about how they're not going to release them in like men's style, or like in men's sizing, which I thought was kind of odd. It seems like a weird way of like gatekeeping the market thing that surely you're trying to grow. But maybe that was wrong. It just seems like an odd decision to do so. Because I'm not above just buying a large one, but it's like, seems like a strange decision. Yeah, the Japan one is amazing. The Spain one is good. The Germany one with the forest is great. Well, yeah, why not make them? Why you're trying to grow this sport? Why would you gatekeep off 50% of the potential like audience for it with being allowed to buy the shirts when they look so good? I'd totally buy one. It just seems like a strange decision. Bad marketing percent is good marketing. I don't think it is. I think it's really bad marketing. I know it's just such a strange thing to do, if that's actually what they're doing. But I saw a couple of TikToks about it earlier with this girl that was gloating about it. It's like, is that really what you want to do? Is that what you want to do? Well, they just sit differently, right? Yeah, only mental. That's really strange. The Japan one is really good. I loved the Germany one. It was great. Right. Any advice? Lol. People want to buy it. Well, indeed, yeah. I want to buy it. You've excluded me from the marketing. Okay, I guess I won't buy it then. Like, okay. Strange. Yeah, they do, because people have different shaped bodies, and that's one of those things, right? That's why they exist. That's why that men's football clubs sell women's versions of their kits. The Japanese one is dope, yeah. But I really like the German one because of the forest on it. I thought it was so sick. Exactly, Sean. Yeah, imagine. And it just sucks because they're so nice kits. But what I really do like is that they're going different directions with the men's and women's kits, because it just gives us more options for kits. It's so sick. 19. Holy, that bloody CA is ridiculous. 45th out on a season. The way you do it is you keep the ones that are out on loan out, and then you add more to it. It doesn't just go like, you don't just go straight to 130. You have to build it up over time. You just have to sign a lot of players, really. That's what it comes down to. Team-wise, that's looking pretty solid. Yep, decent. Anyone from the 2002 World Cup? I think I actually have that shirt. Right. I think... Yeah. I think we just keep things as they are for the moment. Give it till 60 minutes. That way Bobby will have to play less minutes if he does have to come on. Not even if he does have to come on. When he comes on. and just leave it as it is for the moment. We're winning the game. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, even though it's been a very tight match so far. I think 60 minutes, Bobby comes on, we switch to the Fortress, and I think I might actually take Milo off just because Mihal's had a better game in terms of rating, and sometimes that can be quite important with players, even if it came from getting an assist from a corner. I feel like just having that confidence can make a difference. Oh, his name is Milovanovic, but I accidentally, when we were setting up for the game, because I was trying to talk about big matches and Milovanovic, and I ended up calling him Big Manovic. So it seemed necessary at this point. That's what I got. Oh, and he's German too at 18. That is outrageous. Yeah, he's a bit good. He's a bit of all right. Could be a real name. It could. It's slightly close to it, particularly as I did it so that we left the accent on the C, so it looks even more like a real name. The only way you could tell that it isn't, of course, is when you see Vojislav Bigmanovic, his full name. Dala again. Why isn't he heading that back to the goalkeeper? We don't really know, Ice Warrior. We're honestly not sure how that's going to work. We're very curious to find out, because people have given us very conflicting stories as to what's going to happen to us, basically. So we're going to find out. Golden, thank you very much for the follow. Ooh. We're looking a bit more stable in possession now. We're not just throwing the ball away. He says as we throw the ball. Admittedly, that was at least an attempted pass. But we're getting it back a little bit more now. Oh, he should have gone through the channel there. There was a great passing option on. But again, Pedro Enrique has been forced to drop much deeper. And it's completely cutting off of his style. That's a very dangerous pass, but it's worked out. Ever achievable? I just really don't know. And the fact is, we're going second this season no matter what, which is still an achievement in itself. Like, we've never had a team go number 2. A nation go number 2, and we've done that. So at least, if nothing else, we'll have achieved that and also achieved what we've achieved today with 3 Hungarian sides in European finals in the same game. Same day, which is just mad. It's a good ball for Kemper. He should be able to defend that. Yeah, well, that's actually good defending from Patrice. It's still a little clumsy, but he got away with it. Quarter routine. It actually was, yeah. Mihal put the ball to the back post. Defender, the goalkeeper was a little bit sus. He, right, got to be careful in the corner here, Andrea. Oh, he's given away a free kick. That was silly. Kevinitz. Thank you very much for the follow. Is it achievable, then what's the point? Because it's fun? Well, I don't know. Why play any save? Because it's fun. It's nice to have goals, right? You know, you don't have to do the save. No one's forcing you. Oh, trust me. Ferencváros already fully went number 2 in the last game. Ricky Fitters, thank you very much for the follow. Luck is required, but we've proven that it can work because Gaffer has got Hungary to number 1, so therefore it is achievable. But to get to number 1, you first must get to number 2, and what we've done this season is get to number 2. That was a very aggressive tackle there from Silva. Bloody hell. He's throwing bodies about. Like, there's still 4... Oh, it's like a 30-point gap. To me, if it was too easy, then it wouldn't be fun. I like difficulty. That's why I think it's been so fun doing these saves. Yeah, the gap is enormous, but... You know, once we get second, which we are getting this season no matter what. Oh, come on, please, the pass. Oh, Bigmanovic. He's drilled it home. There's miles offside, but that was good. That's the thing. I mean, yeah, with a team like Belgium, I think it is possible. The reason it's not always that possible is because we start so low, but I feel like it's more fun to bring them up that way. I just wouldn't want to start with a nation that's so close already. Like, if we were to start this with someone like Belgium, I actually think you probably could get them to number 1 because the teams they've got, because you'd have Anderlecht, Genk, Ghent, Antwerp, Club Brugge, and whatever team you were managing as well. There's so many good teams that are capable of winning stuff almost out of the box, and you'd just be adding to that standard. Yeah, that's the thing. So think how many good teams you'd have if you were doing it in Belgium. So I think it's definitely doable if you start much further up, and maybe that's an idea for the future. But I like the journey up. I like taking the slightly more unfancied leagues and the unfancied teams. I just find that more interesting personally. And don't forget the mighty Rupel Boom, of course. And not forgetting the mighty Denise, who, of course, we've stolen so many players from in this save. Malta or San Marino? Malta, hands down. I have zero interest in doing San Marino. It's not even a question. Oh, damn it. Okay, Dala's immediately covered off, though. So that pass is once again not on. I'll be curious to know what his rate... Gibraltar? Probably never, honestly. Not that interested in it. Same reason I don't want to do Andorra or San Marino. They just don't interest me in the same way that someone like Estonia or, more importantly, Malta do. Scotland and Brexit? Possibly. I mean, like I said, it is all possible, right? Any of them are possible. San Marino. It's just that it's not that it's too challenging. It's just a bit like boring to me. I'm just not super interested in doing San Marino. Like, it's just a save that everyone does, and it's. I'm a hipster. What can I say? I'm a massive hipster. No, I just don't find it that interesting. Missed the goal. Hey, you got content from me either way, right? Nation outside of Europe, no. Because the coefficient systems work different in other leagues, and also saves outside of Europe aren't good content, unfortunately. Turkey from the third league, I wouldn't be able to do a Turkey save, unfortunately, just because the stuff that would come with that I simply would not want to put myself through, unfortunately. And it sucks because, unfortunately, fans of Turkish football clubs often, when they have come into chat, have often, not all of them, obviously, most of them are fine, but there is a small subset that would make it unbearable to do that as a save, unfortunately. And it kind of sucks because I've wanted to experiment a little bit with Turkish leagues in the past. Liechtenstein from the Swiss leagues, there's a lot of stuff that wouldn't work with that, unfortunately. I've had a look at that before. Second nationalities to the game. Well, with the editor, yeah, you can do what you like, right? The loan rules are key, yeah. European nation isn't in the base game. Well, that's kind of what we're looking at for next year with Malta, potentially. I already technically did Denmark. The first one I ever did, the first like building a nation save, was actually Denmark with Midtjylland. It's just that it got cut very short. Supporting a hometown club, that's sick. Would be interesting. Not for me, that wouldn't. But hey, this is again, I choose saves based on what I want to do, because if I'm not interested in a save, there's no point in me doing it, right? But these are all great save ideas for other people, right? Coming down the Galatasaray, just not gonna happen. Also, that wouldn't work for a building a nation save. We have shout. No, we can't shout. We're 1-0 up. Like we tried for this FM after saving complete. If we complete this save, then I'm going to be doing a victory tour around the world. That's what I'll be spending the rest of FM doing this year. With Vanush, nah. Wales would be good. It wouldn't though, because you've got Brexit rules to deal with. So it's just an absolute slog, and it's just not interesting to me. Africa, I really enjoyed doing the African save, but the content was not good for my channel, unfortunately. Now, we're going to be working on the database ourselves, hopefully. End goal of building a nation. The idea is to make the nation the best league in Europe, so top of the UEFA coefficients. Oh, I'd definitely go to... I mean, I want to anyway, honestly, but if we ever got to number 1, then hell yeah. Be all over that. Yeah, it has to be personally enjoyable, what other people want to see, and I feel like that's why it's kind of good with the building a nation saves. Like, people enjoy them, I enjoy them, but I have to pick the right nation, because if I pick a save I'm not going to like, then what's the point, right? Shit. Oh, good block again. Cynical, thank you for the follow. Rivers of Milk, it was Rivers... What was it called? Christ, what was that? I've literally forgotten what they were called. The team with Rivers in the name. Fuck. Rivers of Living Waters, that's the one, yeah. Malta right here. Oh, it's just building a nation Malta. It's just that basically I wanted to do a building a nation, but I wanted to do one of those nations that was just above the traditional teams that people always pick for the really lower league saves. So I was looking at Estonia and Malta, and I just something about Malta just kind of appealed to me, being a little bit fun, bit in the island. I don't know. So that's the one I'm kind of looking towards as the next building a nation. Trying to win the World Cup. I mean, it depends what you mean. Like a save to try to win the World Cup, no, because that wouldn't make interesting content for me. But as maybe part of the maybe I could take the national team job in one of the building a nation saves potentially, but it wouldn't be as a sole thing. Oh yeah, no, international management would still have a lot of changes that would be required for me to even consider using it, and it's a shame because you know how much I love international management. It's so fun when the concept of it is fun. The application is not, sadly. Malta's league, I actually don't know. Probably the team I would go for Malta would be National Lions. I know they're not a second tier side. But yeah, maybe. But the problem is international management just takes up so much extra time, and it means that you'd be progressing the save slower. And it's like, would you gain anything that would make that worthwhile? Probably not. When that's not the goal of the save. It would sort of just distraction. Andorra with the dual nationality videos. Probably not. I looked at Andorra, and there's just very few players come through with Andorran second nationality. And there's even fewer players that exist in real life that have it as well, and that would make any difference to their team. I think there was only like 3 players in the database that would actually move over to them in the entire FM database. From my test, anyway. I think the next one is most likely going to be Ireland, because then you get Kane, Grealish, Rice, and then shitloads of regens from Manchester United, Liverpool. So they always seem to come over with Irish second nationality. That's the thing, Scott. That's why I don't care if I pick a second tier side for Malta. I'm happy to pick National Lions just because I want to call them NASCAR Lions. But I think we're getting ready to Bobby in a minute now, because Vojislav is falling off even more, sadly. Good way to get enjoyment out of international management. Oh, for sure, yeah. But with me, I've got a set window to do things in, and if we take anything we do that is going to add more time onto the save means that we make less progress overall. Just don't people like, oh no, it wouldn't be one of the massive ones. I probably would be the one, would more certainly be National Alliance. So for oh yeah, there's like 3 tiers. Right, so Bobby on. And then I don't think I want to switch to the Fortress straight away. But it might just still be worth doing anyway. Plus, this would also allow Michal to stay on his correct side and not have to worry about playing on his weak foot. Potentially. And we can always bring on Karp if we need to. I mean, I've managed in the 3rd tier of Malta, I think. I'm fairly certain Zuriek was in the 3rd tier when I managed them. They were fun. I liked that. I would do them again, but that's just, yeah. No, the wingers don't swap in the Fortress. So it will mean that Michal can just be a bit more consistent, although they have actually annoyingly swapped right before it. Hang on. They literally swapped right before it. There we go. I don't think it is Blue Pineapple. I'm not sure. It's one of those things we're looking into. We've got plenty of time for that. And besides, we don't even know if it's going to be viable in next year's game due to the fact that the new FIFA loan rules could potentially ruin it all, you know? Exact last Robot Unicorn. But then I'll learn. Just like I did in Hungary and Poland and so on and so forth, right? And I'll still be bad at it. And then that'll be funny in itself. I'm always willing to learn. So apparently, it's still pronounced like an H, Banksy, but we were discussing this with a Maltese chatter a couple of weeks ago. Loan rules are pretty much the only thing... Sorry, the loan rules do matter, but what you're really looking for is a league that doesn't have any... you want as fewer restrictions on foreign players as possible, basically. The more restrictions there are, the more difficult it's going to be. Bear in mind, with Malta, we are just going to fantasy the shit out of it, because fun over 100% realism is far more interesting in my book. They're trying to stop Chelsea, basically. Teams from having loan farms. That's what they're trying to do, allegedly, anyway. I also love how we've been discussing this randomly while absolutely nothing has been happening in this... Oh, God. While absolutely nothing has been happening in the second half of this Champions League final. I don't know, Bev, but it's not me making the decisions, is it? Is it hard-coded? Well, it's not in the game at the moment, but the question is, if they do hard-code it and it isn't removable with the editor, then we'd be left in a situation where we simply could not do the save. Because the loan farm is what actually makes this viable. There would be no way that we'd be able to achieve this without the loan farm. Bloody hell. That was dangerous. Hey, Josh. Depends. We've played 2 finals. We're in the middle of the 3rd final currently. Yeah, I was going to say, if we just keep not talking about the match that's unfolding in front of us, then it will just finish as a boring 1-0 win to us and we win another Champions League. That's the dream, right? Curious to see how Bobby does now that he's on. No, it's a guy called... Christ, I think it's Nicholas Tavernier. He was a free transfer to Real from Lyon. I tried to sign him. I was going to sign him on a free at the end of his contract, but Real offered them 67 million in January for him. So I was like, Other finals? There's a pinned message at the top of the stream chat that will have all the information of the other finals in it. It's quite nice football from us, actually. As Silver... He's looking a bit tired. Oh, he's gone for it. Okay. I'm thinking... Silver's on a booking. Actually, Michal looks slightly more tired than he is. Velasquez is looking aggressive. When is he not? I'm trying to plan the next move. I think possibly... I'm going to make this double sub here because I don't want to waste the substitution like a stoppage on one sub. So we're going to go with Romero as well because I like switching out Sogos for Romero because they're both excellent and fresh legs down there could really help. But I think Carpenu on because he's just so useful. Oh, it should be at the top of the chat. Maybe it doesn't display on all devices. That would suck. It would also be classic Twitch. Oh, hang on. Pedro Enriquez lost his marker, but Darla's back straight away. He's had him in his pocket for the second half of this game. He's been all over him. The tactic, it's in the tactics pack, Macas, if you want to download it. So, like, if you do ! Tactic in chat, you'll get a download link for it. Dogzor, thank you for the follow. Everyone cheered. Oh, God, what happened? Turn Professional, you love to see it, mate. Bad with Twitch add-ons. Okay, so basically, I'll just catch you up for those of you who just joined. Halash won the Europa League. Ferencváros lost the Europa Conference League. So, Halash won the Europa League 2-0. Ferencváros 1-0 defeat in the Conference League. Oh my God, look at the space now. Ingram's got so many options, and he's found Carpenter. Okay. This is where we're so good. We've wasted our chance to be super on the counter-attack there, but Bobby's on the ball. There's runners back inside. He's taking 2 players with him. He's holding the ball up nicely. Don't lose it here. Oh, God. Darla needs to get back, but luckily Pedro Enrique's the one on the ball, so Darla can just sort of chill. Although it would be nice if he at least tried to get back. Actually, no, he's tracking the run inside, which is nice. Oh, well played. Darla just got back into the centre-back spot there. I really like that. Oh, Ingram's going to keep the pressure on here at least. But now we've got an extra man in midfield, which is going to be one more man to engage in the press, keep the defence looking solid, and we'll have those lethal counter-attacks if we get on the right situation. I think West Ham did play them, yeah. Yeah, he's not match ready, of course, but, you know, Milovanovic wasn't really doing it for us in this one. And in order to play this system, we have to have Bobby, because Milo isn't capable of playing as an attacking midfielder. And the only other option would have been on to Carpenu, and I like having the ability to switch back. So say we concede a goal, we can move back up, and we just put Bobby straight up front again. And it's nice having that versatility. Same with Carpenu on the pitch. Ingram driving towards the box. That's poor. How does everyone calculate injuries? Oh, God. Wonder what APR you're getting. Could be anything. Multiplies by 0. They'll find a way to do it. They'll divide by 0 and then the whole thing will break. I think the possession's definitely looking better for us. But what's also noticeable is that Real Madrid have had a lot of shots and haven't really accounted for many amazing chances. But what on earth? Why is he available? There we go. What after a right back? Yes, we're looking for a backup to Kenny Tete, or that can give him competition for the role. Because that's one area of the pitch we were kind of weak in this season was not so much the starters. Tete and Robinson are great, but Tete's prone to an injury a time or two, and Robinson needs a rest occasionally. So we do kind of need left backs and right backs, because we had Kazawa and Mbabu this year, and then we ended up taking Cedric Suarez on loan from Arsenal because Mbabu was that bad. Ended up being loaned out somewhere. I can't remember where he went in the end. He did one thing for us this year, and that was that cross to Mitra against Brentford. Sorry, Daz. Hamid Kazawa, he was injured when he arrived, was really good in random cup matches, but he just wasn't on it, really. Oh, was it Savetta? Nice. Come on, get a tackle in. Ooh, Tavernier's showing a bit of... Nice. Again, Velasquez. Good work. Tosin, I just think it's a weird move from him. Like, I think he has ambitions beyond his quality, honestly. Like, he's not exactly proven himself as a masterful Premier League defender this season, and now it's like, give up Premier League starting spot, most likely, for bench. It's odd. He has 1 year left on his deal, and clearly he wants to move on and upwards, but it's like, is there upwards for him, really? It's a strange one. Good from Spurs, I would say. Yeah, it looks like Tosin's leaving. And he'll have to leave this summer, of course, because of being out of contract next summer. Oh. Punt that 16-year-old. Which 16-year-old? Oh, no, I still want to get him scouted. We can't see his attributes yet. There's no reason not to wait at this point. There's no benefit to us just wasting our money. Besides, we could always get him cheaper. No, Josh, it's fucking... Fulham is extremely expensive, unfortunately. And I don't exactly live super nearby. I mean, I live nearby-ish, but not that nearby. Cenk Tosun? That would be something. Now, if Spurs sign Cenk Tosun, then we've got some discussions to make then. Yeah, Velasquez is looking a bit tired as well. I'm just holding off. I don't want to make too many... Because we've only got one more stoppage in the 90 minutes anyway, and I want to make sure that we don't waste it. So I'm thinking like final 5 minutes, make 2 more subs to sort of settle things down. I wish I get Patrice off, but Patrice has actually had a very, very excellent game. 7.2 for Patrice, and he's not scored or assisted. Ilunga's in, and Diego's getting back. Oh my God, what a... Oh no. Oh no. This is going to be a red, isn't it? It's going to be outside the box, but if it is outside the box, this is a red. This is a red. Wait, what? That did not look like that's in... Firstly, I thought he got the ball. Secondly, I thought that was outside the box. The fuck? Well, okay. Rafael Luis from the spot. Gacic can't quite get there. And that is... Well, there's the rep roll. That didn't look like in the box to me. Yeah, we'll have to look at the replay. Let's skip that and roll it back. Oh, fuck. Too far. Okay. Not only does he get the ball, but I mean, he clearly gets the ball. He slides in and just takes the ball. All right, whatever. We move. It's certainly close. Ah, dear. Right. I think for the time being, we'll just switch it back to this. Ah, good old Vardrid. That's unfortunate. I don't want to lose another Champions League final from the winning position. But we'll put Bobby back through the middle by himself. See if he can make some runs now. See what Carpenter can come up with on the right. Who would have thought, innit? Yeah. I was more worried about the fact that it was going to be a red card, because I thought, well, that's not going to be in the box, but he is the last man, and it's clearly denying a goal-scoring opportunity, so I just figured he was going to get a red card. I'd have preferred that, honestly, because if he gets a red card there, it's not really a big deal. We would just shuffle the system around slightly, and then we're already on the fortress, so it wouldn't have been an issue. I think we would have still won. But now I feel like the momentum is going to be with Real Madrid, as we look like we're heading towards extra time here. I don't know if I would, because the thing is, if you take the pen, 90%, like, no, not like 80% of the time, they're going to score. Whereas if you take the red card, it's still 1-0. And I feel like we'd have been able to hold on because we were already on our defensive setup. I mean, bear in mind, it would have absolutely been a red card, though. Like, there's no way he wasn't getting sent off if that was it. Did he even get a booking? He didn't even get a booking. I do love that. That the tiniest thing, like a pubes width, and it goes from being nothing to a red card. Do you have info? Oh, I have no idea. I've been playing this game for years, so I have no idea how many finals we've been to. No, I don't think he had to go to ground, particularly not as the centre back was getting across and covering, which is the worst thing about it. What if they scored the free kick? I mean, what if a clown came down and two-footed the referee? Like, those are all what ifs. The fact is, we knew with the red card we would be down a man, but we would also still be at 1-0. Now, with the penalty, the likelihood of them scoring is pretty high. Red card, likelihood of them scoring obviously becomes higher, but it's certainly not as guaranteed, I would say. Behind on the left, because the tactic switches them from side to side. Fourth official would he probably would, but what if he was secretly a clown as well? Then what? I ask you. Plus, I think he got the ball. Like, it looked to me like a perfectly clean tackle as well, which I think we've kind of got round. What for all clowns? Oh, I mean, that is obviously a fact. We are kind of mugging them off a little bit now, actually. I don't remember a chance in the second half for us, which is concerning. We've kind of just kept this game extremely narrow and tired, and that's a dreadful pass. Ah. Miggy, and maybe. Miggy's definitely the lost latest two finals. No, we lost the last final that we played, and we won the previous one. The only other Champions League final we lost was one in like 11 years ago in the first, season 7. Miggy's definitely the front runner for manager and next save, yeah, unless there's madness in the looking forward stream, which is how actually Lou and Mihov ended up becoming the manager, because originally it was going to be Thighs Freeze. Champions League. The first final we got to was season 7, but that was, we didn't fluke up. Well, we did kind of fluke our way there. We weren't really ready for it. Whereas then over the last sort of 5 or 6 years, we've been regularly challenging for it. Yes, we'll see. It's most likely Malta next year, with most likely Nash our lines as Carpenter's in, but the defender's there. Oh, bloody hell. Velasquez is looking discouraged as well. Oh, no, it's aggressive. Never mind. Of course it is. It's Velasquez. Right, that's it. Good. Let's try to yeet that, but there's just no quality. Give it a try for San Marino. God, not again. No, I'm not doing a San Marino save. I have zero interest in a San Marino save. Like, you've asked me, and I've just told you what we're doing. I'm not suddenly going to go, you know what? Actually, I'd rather do that save I don't want to do. No, Malta won't be playable. We'll have to make it ourselves. But we're going to use the FM23 data to make it, and then kind of go from there. Yeah, he has resting murderer face. FC Values challenge? Yes, that is a question. What is the question? I will not be doing it, no, but you can. Ingram? Oh. I could sign out a good of San Marino. That's very true. AC Milan in Scotland is also a good shout. Definitely. Rwanda save. Probably all. I could do them all at once, actually. 1860. Do you know what? I'm going to sod you all. I was going to do 1860 Munich. I'm thinking about it, Scott. Do you know what? I'm thinking a lot about it now. Ah, dear. I feel bad, actually, because it's just like one person like randomly says it. It's not that. Yes! Come on! Mihail with the goal. MTK 2, Real Madrid 1, and it's bloody Mihail. Mario Mihail. He's got the assist for the first goal, and he's got the winning goal, hopefully. This game came out of nowhere. Brilliant. Who was this with the assist? Was this Romero? I think it was, wasn't it? Drops it across. Mihail's in there. Deflects off the defender. 2-1 MTK. Come on, Mario. Whew. Mansorino. Now we're talking. It's like how I love how Peter Crouch refers to his missus as San Marino because she's little and kicks off every 10
Oh, this isn't where I park my car.
Adorable. Yak Wax Lips. Thank you very much for the follow. Right, we're back again. Back we go. Oh. Come on. How about Jeff? Oh. You put me and Jeff in the room. It's ready. Oh. This is, in fact, a San Marino save. Your eyes do not deceive you. Considering he was looking like one of the worst players on the pitch at times. Oh, that's such a good chance for a pass as well. Obviously, Real are going to throw bodies forward, but we just need to be on this now. We need Darla to be keeping Pedro Enrique in that pocket. If he's even still on the pitch, actually, I don't know. You did miss a goal, yeah. Mihail with what will hopefully be the winning goal. If we play our cards right, I'll look at the football now. Now we're getting the confidence going. Carpenu pulls it back. Mihail's in again. He's gone for it. Oh, wait a minute. Keeper's decided to keep it in for us. They have just subbed on Phil Neville, which will now be the second year in a row that Phil Neville has played against us in the Champions League final. He played for the Liverpool team that won the final last year, then got his big move to Real Madrid, and Mihal's actually really turned up. Ingram. Bobby Tree. Round the stuff for Mihal again. Could he square it? Oh, okay. Velasquez. Oh, my days. We're pulling it all out. Sub. I don't know what sub I want to make, but I think one of the midfielders might have to come off. Velasquez or Yamin might have to go. Maybe even LMS to the DM role. Because of the tiredness factor. Rastafarian Phil Neville, of course. Yeah, these two are tired. And I think, since they're both on Segunda... Actually, wait, do I want him as a Segunda? Sarsenadis, maybe. It's a tough one. No, I know what we do. We do that and swap those two over. Push Montiel out wide. Bring on LMS at centre-back. Darla's looking tired. We'll keep that nice and good. 6 minutes to go. So now, that's all of our subs used for normal time. If there was to be extra time, we'd get one more, obviously. But with 4 minutes to go, I don't even think we've deserved it. Like, we've not been that good in this game. Now, admittedly, Real Madrid's non-penalty XG is kind of similar to ours, and I think the penalty was nonsense, but still. Oh. Bobby's actually been kind of anonymous out there, and I think he really has shown how little match fitness he has available to him, really. But, you know what? He's still been a body up there, and he's at least maintained his 6.7 rating. He's not dropped in rating. He's just kind of been a man for them to target balls at occasionally. Oh. Every Liverpool player was James Mill. I don't know, but I kind of want to watch that now. So there's our subs in now. 5 minutes to go, which means... First step. Stage 1 of time wasting. It's just slow the game down a little bit, pass that ball a little bit shorter. A little bit of time wasting, not full time wasting. This is the Champions League final, yes. 5 minutes to go. Yeah, I always do my time wasting in stages. For some reason. But I like bringing a little bit in and then slowly up. I always find it's probably just entirely like down to history where I've done things in the past. It's like superstition almost. I never put it all on at once. I sort of introduce slowly but surely a little bit more and more time wasting strategies like lowering the tempo, shortening the passing, playing for set pieces, time wasting on the set pieces as well, which Sarsenadis is doing a stellar job of doing right now as LMS heads it over the crossbar. Ross County on the title. Holy shit. That's pretty sick. Do you remember when both Dundee sides were massively overpowered on the last save? Oh shit, hang on. Keeper. Oh god. Right, get back in. Patrice there with a really good header, actually. Really well done. No left foot and... Oh, Jono Smart and no left foot. Thank you very much for both of those subs. That's very, very nice of you. And for some reason, it's started stuttering again. FM, what up? Sort yourself out, FM. Okay, I think we're fine now. Thank you, though, very much for those subs. That's very, very kind of you. Hopefully, we can... No, there's no bookings for time wasting in FM. Not that I've seen anyway. It'd be funny if there was, and there really should be, for being realistic about it. We just have to keep playing the ball around now. Just keep the ball, or just throw the ball away. Either's fine. Actually, one second. I've just realised something. They've substituted Pedro Enrique.
Fun fact.
What have they? No, they've moved him up top.
Blocks from here.
Right. No, we'll leave that on, actually. They've switched their system. So that might be why we're looking slightly more open against them, because they've switched their system. It's probably allowing us a bit more space too, as that's a nice idea for Ingram there. Jab the Fire Lion. Thank you for the follow. 2 minutes. 2 minutes until our third Champions League title of the save and the second European trophy of today. He's very good, yeah. Oh, hang on, Bobby. Nice. Yeah, so I mean, he's just not got that fitness. His match fitness is just not on it. Whereas Luka Modric, I suspect he's probably retired, given that he's probably like 50. Also, I don't want to speak too soon, right? But Patrice has been extremely stable in this game. He's been assured on the ball. He's looked really good. His touches have been solid. He's got every possible, like, clearance when he's needed to. I've been really impressed with both him and Miggy in this game. Actually, I don't know if I might turn off tighter marking on Pedro Enrique. I'm worried that we might get dragged out of position marking him as a striker like that. It's fine when he was out wide, but I'm a little bit concerned that I don't want one of them sitting on him too much, if we can avoid it. But now we've obviously jinxed it, and Patrice is probably going to make a colossal error any minute now.
Do you know if there's a train coming anytime soon?
Oh, what a block from Patrice. Treaders, thank you for the follow. Club World Cup. Yes, we had one Club World Cup where, ironically, we simmed a load of matches, and Palmeiras won it. Full-time waste. I do that at dead on 90 minutes. Oh, what on earth. That could have been a penalty, honestly. Right, dinks it in. Gacic comes and gets it. Now we switch. Now we're on full-time waste. Short passing, slow tempo, 4 minutes of loveliness. This is what we want. Oh, thank you, Jab. Hopefully it was a good one. If you came over, I hope it must have been. Right, Ingram in the air. Oh, hang on. Is that a... Oh, it's a free kick for us. That's beautiful. Chirua is going to be in all sorts of trouble here because, not in terms of that, but the amount of time we can now waste. Committing a free kick there is brilliant. Look, it was 15, and now we've killed another 30 seconds with that. And Sarsenadis is obviously going to take his time over this as well. So we could nearly get 45 seconds of injury time elapsed just from that one foul, which is glorious. Go on, Sar. Oh, look at this time wasting from Sarsenadis. Yep, that's 45 seconds of time wasting there. And we're going to maintain possession as well. Glorious. I wonder how long we can keep possession for in the same place. Patrice somehow, once again, stays with the ball. Oh, what a pick out. Oh, Miha. Oh, he's offside, but that's fine. That's going to take more time. More time will elapse. I mean, literally nothing has happened in the last minute and a half of this match since that free kick, basically. Bloody hell. Gacic. Bear in mind, he's not a sweeper keeper. Nor is he... I don't know why he was there, but thank God he was, honestly. Montiel with a safe header back to his goalkeeper. That's glorious. Apparently they've gone back to a back five, although I think they were already playing that, right? I'm hoping he actually looks for this pass because they're pushed up really high. Let's just yeet it. You know what? That's fine too. Or is it? Come on. Just keep that... Oh, big tackle from Ingram. Waste a few more precious seconds. His eccentricity, I think, is quite low. Or is it? 9? It's kind of middling. He's way more eccentric than you would think he would be with that kind of eccentricity. As Enrique and Patrice is there again. Patrice is on it. No, he has really low rushing out tendency as far as I remember. It's 13. Yeah, I suppose. It's not ideal, though. I would like them to sort of... I mean, I'm glad he did it. Because staying at home there could have cost us a goal, honestly. But sometimes they do overdo it in the wrong situations. Oh, that's great play. 1 minute left. Bobby, look out wide to your right. You've got so many passes on here. Carpenter, slipping through. Oh, no. Bobby Tree tries it again, and now we're caught out. Just get a touch in. Any tackle. Yes, well done, lads. Well played. Yamin on the ball now. Just hold that possession. 30 seconds to go. Romero's on the ball, holding it in the corner. My God, he's actually gone to the corner. Holy shit. This is actually quite good time wasting from us. Oh, go on, Monty. Have one last pop at this. You know you want to. Oh, look at this from Montiel. He's into the box. He's all the way through, and that surely is going to go out for a throw-in. It's not. 10 seconds to go. Madrid launch it forward. Oh, Christ. Kemper's actually broken in behind here. And would you believe it? LMS is in there. Patrice drops it down. And that's done it! MTK 2. Real Madrid 1. We win our third Champions League of the save and our second European trophy of the day. Come on. Massive win for us. We did not deserve that. I think Real Madrid were actually pretty good in many places, but we've done it again. We've only gone and bastard done it. 3rd Champions League of the save, 2 European trophies for Hungary in the same season. God. Massive for us there. Huge result. 2 out of 3 is not bad. Oh, that's sick. Well done, lads. Open top bus parade. 2 buses together. Us and Halalash. Get in. And that's going to take us even further along. Yeah, Spurs once again. Any year that Spurs win a European trophy and we're in a final, we win it. Oh my days. Whoppers, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. That's so damn nice of you, my friend. I really, really do appreciate that. Presents for everybody there. Yeah, our coefficient, I think we've actually going to hit the coefficient record, potentially. No, maybe not. We needed 3 for that, didn't we? Holy shit, let's get Harold Bishop going as well. And Jakey, dude, thank you so much for the 3 gifted subs. That's so damn nice of you as well. Bloody hell. I'm going to get Harold Bishop sorted. Right. Chat, you know what to do. If you're new to this, you'll figure it out quite quickly. And oh my days. Dazza now with the 5 gifted. Are we on a hype train? Of course we fucking are. Thank you very much, Daz. More presents are required for this. This is outrageousness. I'm going to get Harold Bishop Ultras triggered before anything else happens. It might be on my time. I don't actually know. So, you know what to do. Oh my god. Gavin now with the 5 gifted. What is going on? Thank you so much, my man. That's so damn nice. I'm looking forward to meeting you and discussing music. Bloody hell. What you got to do to become first in the rankings? Win loads. Win loads and loads and loads. Bloody hell. Right, Harold Bishop Ultras. There's my button. And a 5. And a 4. Actually, let me get off the screen in case it starts to glitch out on us. Halalash will have earned themselves an emote for next stream as well, which is great. They definitely deserve that. Let's get off of this so we let the game save itself before I do anything silly. It's Bagpuss now with the 5 gifted subs. What the hell? Thank you so much, man. I'm going to give you a damn it, Patrice.
Nobody asked you here, Patrice!
Same thing. It counts. Thank you so much again. That's just ridiculous. And Paolo now with the 5 gift. What an hour. Holy shit. Paolo, thank you so much, dude. This is ridiculous. Level 5. Fucking hell. Right, let's get off of this so it will save the game. Fuck, it's literally still adding up the subs. That's how delayed it is. Fucking hell. Raffle, thank you so much for the follow. Right, here we go. Don't make me start talking about fiscal responsibility. Harold Bishop Ultras, a 5 and a 4. I want all the Harolds. 3 and a 2 and a 1. And Harold. I want to see every possible Harold in the chat right now. Let's go.
Like you did.
I got through Harold and I'm in the house where the coffee's green and the food is grouse. With sandwiches and lasagna too.
Ice cream Sundays for me and you.
I got through Harold and I'm in the house where the coffee's green and the food is grouse. With sandwiches and lasagna too.
Ice cream Sundays for me and you.
I try not to lose my temper with myself.
Oh, goodness sake and shit and balls.
The minute you get uptight, you're dead.
Port Hill Shrew with the 5 gifted as well. My god. Fucking hell, the heat in here is actually unbearable. It is 30 degrees in here and I am happy with that. My god. How do we even start this? It's a long story. But
this isn't where I park
Captain
my
Jenga,
car.
thank you very much for the follow. We get 17 million for that. Declare one of the best ever. Hell yes. That must mean I'm on the Hall of Fame or something now then. Level 7 hype train. That is ridiculous. Okay, so basically, now would be a good time to explain it. Here's what happened. The best way to view this in full, check out one of the Twitch recap. No, Twitch, like, clips videos, but the whole thing's in there. I'll put the coefficient on the screen as I explain. 17 million from gifted. It's 17 million gifted subs. I am now the biggest streamer on Twitch. I'll get the coefficient up while we discuss it. 25.9 on the year. Not quite as good as it could have been. And Harv with the gifted sub to Tiny Mike. Thank you very much for that, Harv. That's very, very kind of you. Yeah, so what the Harold Bishop thing is, we were playing a save in Africa. I was managing Cape Town Spurs, and we were having a pretty woeful time of it, honestly. We were top of the expected points chart, but we're 12th in the league after like 30 matches. And Fulham were playing QPR in the championship match at home, and Fulham had a brass band serenading people off the bus, and they were playing Tragedy by the Bee Gees. And Perfect Season like 28. Oh god no. Perfect Season depends on who you are. Depends on which team you are. So if you've got like 10 teams in Europe, Perfect Season, hit everything, you could be potentially like 50 points. Potentially. There's a lot. But yeah, so basically this was happening, and then we just kept looking at this clip of that was what the brass band thing is in the video that you'll see. And then we were just watching it over and over again at random points throughout the stream, and then it happened again where, oh my lord, disassociative me. Now thank you for the 5 gifted sub. What on earth? Is that level 8? I don't think I've ever seen a level 8. Divided by the number of teams, yes, but bear in mind, you still have more opportunities to win matches. It'll be diluted, but if you have 10 teams in Europe, they're still going to have more chances to win games, because like we have it all diluted, right? But imagine if we'd had double that number of teams in Europe. So obviously with 10 to 5, that is the dilute, but most of the time you don't have 10. You normally get like 8 a push. So 8, you've got twice the number of opportunities to win matches. So that's why it's still better to have more teams, provided they're good. That's the problem. Fucking hell. I keep wanting to go for a Wii, but literally every time I'm about to go, hey, I'm going to go for a Wii, the hype train continues. So I'm going to wait until the hype train finishes, which is in 4 minutes. I can hold it in. Oh, Vadouche do get a lot, I think, but qualifying matches, obviously, it's all a bit weird, right? Complete the save. No, we didn't complete the save. If we complete the save, we'd be above England right now, which we are not even close to being there, but we are comfortably now in second spot. What a season. This, I think, is still one of the best seasons. I mean, look, like 25 points would be number one a lot of years. I'm not even close to being the others a lot of the time as well. Most you get with Gibraltar or something with one club and go all the way. Yes, that would probably do it as well. Oh, goal is top 4. No. It's not top 4. Top 4 is something we do. Top 4 is pretty achievable in pretty much every season, I say. New England Patriots, thank you for the 200 bits, though. 8 teams in Europe would be... Yes, it would. You'd get points... No. I'm trying to work it out now. Yeah, you get 0.25 for a win and 0.125 for a draw. Matty the boy, thank you very much for the 5 bits. Holy shit. Oh yeah, let's have a look at the European spots. A second Hungarian league right now. Don't know really. I mean, it's the second tier. It's hard to tell. I don't know how you'd measure how strong the second tier is. Raman, thank you for the follow. More money for us there. Wow, that's a lot of money. Not that we didn't really have loads of money. Ah, there you go. Yep. So Halalash and Debrecen get Champions League. Oh god. Wait, Ferencváros came 5th in the end? Christ. That actually works quite well. I'm not... Yeah. Entered to get relegated next season. Well, no, to give you an idea, both sides that came up this year, I think, stayed up, which was Vashas and... Oh, no, it might be Jury, actually. It's tough. Can't see it's world ranking. I mean, because it's world ranking, but that doesn't really mean a lot in FM's terms. Like, you can see here that it's... Yeah. It doesn't mean a great deal because these rankings are actually fucked. So, for example, we're going to end up being 7th in this ranking, even though... Yeah. It doesn't update very quickly because the reputation doesn't decay at the right time. Daisy Brick now Cersei Lancer. Believe it or not, I didn't have time for doing that, sadly. I spent 8 hours editing a video yesterday. Yeah, thankfully no GMO. That's the one thing, right? Got good rep boost. Absolutely not. I would be very amazed if we even move up 1 spot. Is the Magyar Cup still second spot? That is the big question. Yes. Still the biggest one. Sorry, the Howard Bishop story. So yes, as... we were losing this game. We kept playing this thing, and we were watching it over and over again. And while this was happening, we were conceding loads of goals in this game where every shot was basically a goal against us, despite us being the better side. And I was just dancing along to the Howard Bishop Ultras, and we just keep flashing back and forth. And there's this clip basically of me dancing while we're conceding all these goals. And essentially, it became the Howard Bishop Ultras. And there, I got bored one day a little bit later, decided to just make it into a thing. Is essentially the drill. If you want to see the full clip, it's in one of the Twitch clips videos, basically. How's the Scottish Cup 5th? Because it's massive. That's why. Because it's bloody massive. Oh, bizarrely low. Bear in mind, that was the second tier. Our division is number 7, which is still weird that we're still ranked lower than Portugal, despite the fact that we've been above Portugal pretty much the last like 5 or 6 years. It's because rep goes up a lot faster than it goes down, which means it's impossible to like... Some of these leagues might be maxed out, potentially. We did, in fact, win the Champions League, yes. We managed to win it. Fair play. I know, Dad. I can't believe who it could be. Scottish Cup's a big deal. Or something. Oh, right. Bloody hell. And I can't remember which one it is. It'll be the one from the Tromsø season. So it'll be... Yeah, I can't remember which video it is. Honestly. Hate Man and Hungry at the same time. I suspect so, but I think they'd be happy for us, right? And let's look at the finances, actually. I'm curious now. Oh, actually, Wait, how are we committed on more money when we haven't done... Weird. It's not the most recent Twitch Clips video. It's the one before that, I think. Because last year's one would have been the Irish one. It's the one that has, like, Tromsø stuff in it. So I think that was still on the main channel, I think. I'll have to try and find it. Let me have a little look. I don't know if it's on... It might not be on the main channel now, I think about it. I'm not so sure now. I'll have a little look. Problem is, I'll have to scroll back through all of, like, Nordic Nomads and stuff to actually find it. Is that the one? 2021. I think that's the one. The one that Ashley just put in chat. That's the one that's got the clip in it. I can't remember exactly where it is, but it's got like the he's broken his spine chat and all that sort of jazz in it as well. Oh dear. So I said that. Oh Christ. Bobby Tree won. Oh, he actually won Golden Boot as well. Damn, back-to-back Golden Boots for Bobby in the Champions League. I didn't realize he'd scored as many goals as that. Particularly as he missed some stuff as well. And Big Manovic gets himself 6 goals and 11 appearances too, which is lovely to see. Named in Dream Team. Wow, that's just most of our team. And the Porto keeper. Hello, who are you? 2 million quid. What a deal they got there. What's the rep like? It won't have changed. The rep will not have changed. Not until next season. How big is Big Manovic? Like 5'8" with 4 jumping reach. Golden boobs. You love to see it. Right, I'm going to save it here because I said basically that today's stream would last as long as we had the things to do. And obviously next stream is going to be the transfer window, which won't be until Tuesday. Bear in mind. So we're going to be just finishing a little bit earlier today. But we've kind of packed in insane amounts of content in a very short space of time. Fucking hell. That was so much fun. I can't believe we've actually had a team win the Europa League. I love that we've won a Champions League. And there's been multiple... and a Europa League win before. Oh, there's a point payout. Let's do the points. Choose a prediction outcome. I like that you rated it. I rate that you rated that. Boom, there's your points. Enjoy all your lovely points. Did anyone get all 3 of them right today? Deduct his pay. Take those gifted subs back. Damn it. He's going away. So, bearing in mind, I'm not here this weekend, so I will be back properly on Tuesday. There will be a recap out on the YouTube side of things. The reason there wasn't one today is because obviously I had the Angola video. And I figured that for this time around, it'd be a bit weird if we did a recap when there's literally all 3 finals still to play for. So there'll be a recap on Tuesday. Sorry, Tuesday, my bad. And yeah, so I hope you have a lovely weekend. Let me just find a stream to send you lovely people over to while we've got some time here. Let's send you guys over to Chi. I think we've read it Chi before. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, maybe you've earned yourself an entire Harold redemption today. It's entirely possible. So, if you haven't checked out the Angola video today, then I would advise you to do that because it was a fun one. I kind of had a nervous breakdown in the middle of it. So that's fun. You'll have to see it. Every time I choose that, it means no such thing. It means I need to get out of this room is what it means. Fucking hell. You know me. I don't do content for content's sake. The length of a stream is not based on its quality. And today, honestly, it's been pretty fun. I've had a bloody lovely time. We may not have won both of them. Well, we did win. We won both if you exclude the third one. If we exclude the one that they lost, we won both. So, thank you for joining me today, friends. Thank you for the mountain of gifted subs there as well. And thank you for joining me on this journey where we'll get back to things next year. And remember, next year in this save, we're still technically 7th. So we're still only going to have 6 teams in Europe. It's still a chance for us to have a bloody good season and start to close the gap to England a little bit, potentially. So, yeah, I'm going to have a weekend away. And you guys, I will see you on Thursday. So watch the Angola video. I'll see you soon. Let's go say hi to Chi. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye.